We are back at Paycor Stadium, getting set for the Bengals and Ravens on Wildcard Weekend here in Cincinnati. We just had a rockin' version of our national anthem played on the electric guitar by Aidan Fisher. He was the actor who played Eddie on season 4 of Stranger Things. A great show if you've never watched it before. And now we're getting set for the captains to approach the 50 for the Bengals. DJ Reader, Von Bell, Sam Hubbard, and Michael Thomas walking toward the B logo at the center of the field here at Paycor Stadium.
Interesting. No offensive captain out there. I think that's a message. The tone is going to be set. Who's going to play the most salty, tough, physical defense tonight?
J.K. Dobbins among the captains for the Baltimore Ravens. He did not play last week. Let's listen in to our referee, Clay Martin.
Good evening, gentlemen, and congrats to both teams. This is our coin tonight. This is heads and tails, heads and tails. It's your call.
Tails.
Tails is the call. It's tails.
We'll defer.
They're going to defer. You want the ball. Which way are we going to kick? Go ahead and turn your backs, please. Baltimore won the toss and will defer. Cincinnati will receive.
Well, last week here at Paycor Stadium, the Ravens won the toss and took the football. They take the opposite approach tonight. They win the toss. They elect to defer. And we will see Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense trying to drive right down the field and take an early lead.
Gotta love that. Fifth Third Bank and the Cincinnati Bengals get better together for over a decade. On the field and in the community, working hard to make Cincinnati a Fifth Third better. To learn more, visit 53.com/Bengals. An opening kickoff that is moments away, as always, is presented by Alta Fiber, and the fans are ready, and they are going to be in full throat the entire night.
The noise level is deafening as T.J. Hushmanzada makes his way to the ruler of the jungle stage. The Bengals will go from our left to our right to begin this game. Justin Tucker getting set to kick it off from the 35-yard line for Baltimore. Travion Williams waiting at the goal line to return for Cincinnati. He is averaging 22.3 yards per kick return after taking over that job about 5 or 6 games ago. His long run back so far was 42 yards.
Dan, just from a meteorological standpoint, when the temperature is below 50 degrees, Joe Burrow led Bengals are 12-2. When it's below 40 degrees, they are 7-0. Have not lost the football game with Joe Burrow at quarterback when the temperature is under 40 degrees like it is right now.
It is 36 degrees. The wind chill right at freezing. 32 degrees. There is no precipitation in the forecast. We have very little wind to speak of tonight. I don't think the fans are feeling cold because they are packed in shoulder to shoulder. It's like 6 people getting into a small Uber ride.
Yeah, good description. And I think they're fairly well oiled up. I think they've been here quite a while. Tailgating started very, very early in the afternoon.
Now the approach by Tucker, the swing of the right leg. It's a long line drive kick. Travion Williams begins walking forward. He will not bother to catch it. And the Bengals will begin from their 25-yard line.
And will the Bengals be able to get the running game on track a little bit, Dan? I think that will be a factor in this football game. The best way to help Joe Burrow is to have some sort of a running game to balance him out.
Max Sharping making his first start at right guard in place of the injured Alex Kappa. The Bengals have 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Mixon in the backfield. Burrow hands it to Mixon. Nice hole running behind the left guard, and he makes it out to the 32 for a 7-yard gain. Pro Bowl linebacker Roquan Smith, who got the big contract extension this week, makes the tackle for Baltimore.
Boy, they're letting up 10 fewer points since they've gotten Roquan Smith than they were before they had him. And that time, Joe Mixon, man, he lowered those pads forward lean and went north and south right now.
They spotted it at the 31, so a 6-yard gain on the first play of the night for Cincinnati. On 2nd and 4, Burrow will throw. Swings it left, caught by Mixon, charges up the sideline, and picks up a first down. Got right to the line to gain. Well, They're not going to give him the first down. They're going to spot it about a third of a yard short, so third and less than a yard.
Yeah, third and about a foot, and really, that's another run. You look at it, it's like a long lateral. That's like a pitch out to Joe Mixon. So basically, they want to get him involved right away. They hammered him north and south, and then swung it out to him east and west.
Samaje Perine checks in. It's not going to be a quarterback sneak because Burrow's in the gun with Perine to his right. Joe catches the snap, gives it to Samaje Perine, and with good second effort, he gets the first down as he moves the ball past the 35 to about the 35 and a half. Safety Chuck Clark made the stop.
Yeah, Dan, contact balance right there led to that second effort. He got hit, and he got hit by Calais Campbell. And Calais Campbell could not quite bring him down. Campbell got penetration, but Perine surged forward to move the chains.
1st and 10 Cincinnati from the 36. Perine out, Joe Mixon back in. T. Higgins motions, lines up to the right next to Jamar Chase. Burrows under center, takes the snap, turns right, fakes to Mixon, sets up to throw. Throws short for Mixon, running to the 40, and gets shoved out of bounds by Clark. They'll mark Mixon out at the 42, a 6-yard gain.
And right now, the Baltimore Ravens are playing top-down defense. They're playing coverage. They are dropping back at the snap of the football. They do not want the ball thrown over their heads. So Joe Burrow is going to be very patient, going to be very poised, going to take what the defense gives him. That's going to be the short intermediate stuff and get some yards after catch.
Hayden Hurst out, Mitchell Wilcox in. He'll line up to the left of the left tackle, Jonah Williams. Boyd and Higgins out to the left, Chase out to the right. Shotgun snap to Burrow on 2nd and 4. Joe has to scramble, and he avoids a sack and then gets nailed behind the line of scrimmage. It will be a sack. He loses 3 back to the 39-yard line.
The first pressure was Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen came and made Joe Burrow have to change his route totally. Couldn't quite sack his former teammate, but he caused the problem, making Joe lower the football. 2 hands on the ball, as always. Joe Burrow's not going to lose control of the football in the pocket, but could not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensive tackle Broderick Washington was the other Ravens player that combined on the stop. So now it is 3rd down and 7. Perine checks in and lines up to the right of Joe Burrow. Hayden Hurst motions way out wide to the left, outside the numerals. Burrow back to throw, whips it over the middle, caught by Tyler Boyd. First down in Ravens territory. Boyd spins the ball after the catch. He's down at the Baltimore 49. Marcus Williams, the safety, on the stop.
And it was pretty good bang-bang coverage. He was right there, but Joe Burrow put it in a perfect spot, and Tyler Boyd shows the concentration and toughness to catch the football and then hit immediately thereafter and maintain control of the football. Heck of a play.
2 third-down conversions on the opening drive. Burrow's completed his first 3 throws. Samaje Perine in at running back on 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 49. Here's a quick throw, caught by Chase, and he goes down at the 44 of Baltimore, a 5-yard quick throw out to the wide receiver Chase. Kyle Hamilton on the tackle.
You know, little play action fake, and RPO as such, a different kind of design to the RPO, but back in the day that's just simply play action pass. But in today's version, it's little RPO action, run pass option. He pulled it and threw it. 2nd
down and 5 at the 44 of Baltimore. Burrow in the gun with Mixon off his right hip. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 out to the left. Burrow gives it to Mixon. Gaping hole up the middle. Joe charges between the hash marks and runs to the 33-yard line. Kyle Hamilton with the stop. An 11-yard pickup for Joe Mixon.
That was a back door right there. Pull right tackle, right guard, pull the tight end. Everybody gap block, and Joe Mixon backdoored it. They were pulling from right to left and trapping people, and he went back door to the right side and found a gaping hole to take advantage of.
1st and 10 at the 33 of the Ravens on the opening drive of the game. Now the Bengals go empty for the first time in this game. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Burrow catches a high snap, looking, scrambling left. He's got running room. Burrow running toward the sideline. The Ravens dive at his ankles as he was clearly running out of bounds. No penalty flag yet. A very short gain on the play for Joe Burrow. Maybe a yard. It was his former college teammate, Patrick Queen, diving at his ankles.
And they felt like he dove when he was in bounds, and therefore no penalty. He hit him when he was out of bounds, but he left his feet in bounds, so they're saying there's no penalty. because of where Patrick Queen initiated when he left the football field in play to make that hit, I guess. But at any rate, Joe Burrow picked up a yard out of nothing.
2nd down and 9 at the 32. Samaje Perine back in at running back for Cincinnati. Burrow catches a shotgun snap. Looking left. Throws left. Caught by T. Higgins. Moves toward the numerals and picks up the first down. The fans yell T as Higgins makes it to the 21 for an 11-yard gain.
Okay, now you've thrown the ball to Joe Mixon. You've thrown the ball to Tyler Boyd. You've thrown the ball to T. Higgins. You're distributing the football all over the football field. And you're taking what the Baltimore Ravens are giving you again, the short, intermediate stuff. And, man, I'll tell you, every time T. Higgins catches that football, that time in front of Marlon Humphrey, he is a full-grown man. That's a big dude.
Joe Burrow is 5 for 5 to begin this game. 1st and 10 at the Ravens 21. 8:40 left in the first quarter. Shotgun snap to Burrow. Looking right. Will throw it for Higgins in the end zone.
Oh,
T has it.
Oh.
No, they say it's incomplete.
Man.
In the back right corner of the end zone, Marcus Peters in coverage. It briefly looked like T. Higgins had it. A lot of contact before the ball arrived.
Yeah, he had it in the ground. When he went to the ground, he couldn't control it. And there was some chicken fighting going on with the hands of Peters and Higgins before the ball's arrival. And he did have it. And then you have to secure it. You have to finish the catch when you go to the ground. Couldn't quite get that done.
2nd down and 10 at the 21 of Baltimore. Burrow in the shotgun with Perine to his left. Trenton Irwin in the game as a wide receiver. Burrow throws and misses Hayden Hurst. Was only about 1 yard downfield toward the near sideline. Led him a little bit too much. Hayden was not able to make the catch. Chuck Clark was nearby in coverage.
And here in the red zone is where it gets dicey. The Baltimore Ravens, 3rd in the National Football League in red zone defense. They've allowed a touchdown just 46.4% of the time during the course of the season. They're so good defensively, and even more so when the field compresses like this.
Chase out to the left. Boyd and Higgins out to the right. The Bengals have 2 3rd down conversions on their opening drive, including 3rd and 7. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow catches a high shotgun snap from the pocket, throws too high, incomplete, intended for Hurst, and the Bengals will have to settle for an Evan McPherson field goal try.
Yeah, he got hit too. Bowser hit Joe Burrow as he released that football. The pressure from the right side, the pocket kind of collapsed on Joe Burrow a little bit there, but pretty good drive until they got to the cusp of the red zone. Never really did get in that red zone, so it's not a red zone stop as such, but the Bengals are right on the shadow of it.
This will be a 39-yard field goal attempt from the left hash for Evan McPherson out of the hold of Drew Chrisman. Cal Adamitis ready to snap it back. McPherson is set. The snap, the placement, the right-footed kick, a high-spinning end-over-end kick right down the middle. Evan McPherson picks up where he left off in the playoffs last year when he was a perfect 14 for 14. The Bengals take more than 6.5 minutes off the clock and take an early 3-0 lead. We'll take a timeout. 8:22 left in the first quarter. 3-0 Bengals on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Owned and operated, R&L Carriers prides itself on quality customer service. With a nationwide network of service centers, our team works for you and your business, guiding freight across the U.S. and Canada. Speak with a representative to learn more about the company's guaranteed expedited and liftgate services. Our experts will take the time to create a custom shipping solution to fit your individual needs. Connect with us at rlc.com. One call, one carrier. R&L Carriers.
Football fans, Mike Castrucci Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram on Red Bank Road in Fairfax proudly boasts of the largest in-stock, on-the-ground selection of brand-new Jeep Wranglers in the tri-state. Get this, 75 brand-new Wranglers, including hard-to-find 4xe. They're in stock, on the ground, and on sale right now. If it says Jeep, it's on sale at Mike Castrucci Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Fairfax.
Businesses don't run on automation or algorithms alone. What powers businesses are your people and the people they serve. At Cintas, your dedicated service reps understand what you need to help you keep your employees feeling safe, comfortable, and performing their best. so your business can too. For workwear, essential cleaning products, first aid and safety supplies, and fire protection services, visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
United Electric has served the tri-state for over 50 years, including assisting in the wiring of Paul Brown Stadium. For 24/7 emergency service, call Mike Evans at 937-825-6181 or visit UnitedELEC.com.
3-0 Cincinnati, 8:22 left in the first quarter here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Cincinnati starting the game with a 14-play, 54-yard drive. It took 6 minutes and 38 seconds. It ends on the 39-yard field goal by Evan McPherson. And those details are brought to you by ProLink Staffing. ProLink Staffing is donating $100 to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Greater Cincinnati for each Bengals touchdown or field goal this season. So far, $7,500 has been raised.
14 plays, 54 yards. That's the Baltimore defense in a nutshell. They don't give up explosives. They make you earn everything. You're talking a little over 3 yards per play right there.
Joe Mixon had 2 carries for 17 yards on the opening drive. Joe Burrow completed his first 5 passes, then missed on his last 3. He threw for 36 yards. Evan McPherson ready to kick it off from the 35. Justice Hill, older brother of Bengals first-round draft pick Dax Hill, waiting 2 yards deep in the end zone. This is a high, spinning end-over-end kick, and Hill will run it back from the goal line up the far side numerals to the 20.
Whoa.
Made a man miss and runs out to the 29-yard line where Travion Williams makes the tackle.
Yeah, made the guy miss, and that's Stanley Morgan, and he was not happy about missing that tackle. Normally a very short tackler. Justice Hill has some wiggle to him, man, and while he's wiggling, he's going north and south in a heartbeat.
We can now identify the Baltimore Ravens starting quarterback. It is Tyler Huntley. He's dealing with shoulder and wrist issues. We understand the wrist is a bigger problem than the shoulder. The Ravens come out in a pistol formation. Former Ohio State Buckeye J.K. Dobbins behind Huntley. They give it to Dobbins trying to run around the right corner, and he turns the corner nicely and is close to a first down. He gets shoved out of bounds after a 10-yard gain by Jesse Bates.
Tell you, Dobbins is explosive, and since 2020, Dobbins is averaging 5.9 yards per attempt, best in the National Football League. The last month of the season, he rushed for just under 100 yards a game, best in the National Football League. He's a weapon, going to have to control him.
Did not play last year after suffering a season-ending knee injury prior to the season. He's missed 8 games this year dealing with knee issues. On 1st and 10, they give it to Dobbins again, and this time he'll be pulled down at the 43-yard line. That's a 4-yard gain. B.J. Hill leading the charge defensively for Cincinnati.
And as expected, Ricard is in the game. Ricard's lining up at tight end more so than he's lining up at fullback these days. It's like a 3 tight end formation in there.
On 2nd down, it's a play-action fake and a rollout. Huntley being chased by Hubbard. He throws, bobbled, and caught.
Yeah.
Oliver with a juggling catch, and it'll be a first down at the 50-yard line for Baltimore.
Yeah, Sam Hubbard, Huntley out in space one-on-one, and was able to evade Sam Hubbard's pressure and get the ball. That's just a great one-handed catch. Tipped it to himself, controls it, tipped it with his left hand, controlled it with his right, and had possession before going out of bounds.
Oliver only had 14 catches during the regular year. 2 first downs already for Baltimore. 1st and 10 from the 50. Here's a draw play handoff, and Dobbins is able to pick up 4, running straight ahead across the Bengals B logo down to the 46 of Cincinnati. He was tackled on the play by DJ Reader.
Sorry, Dan. He faked a throw to the left side to Sammy Watkins, then did a total reverse pivot and handed the ball off on a draw play, a little delayed run action right up the gut.
Dobbins exits. Justice Hill checks in. 2nd down and 6, Baltimore. The noise level is deafening here in the jungle. Huntley in the gun. Hill to his right. 4-down lineman for Cincinnati. Hill goes in motion out to the right. Huntley throws into traffic.
Baby.
Intercepted. Logan Wilson on his feet.
Nice.
Running it back make that Akeem Davis-Gaither with the pick, and he gets tackled at the 45-yard line of Baltimore.
How about that? Turnovers happening right away. They had 4 last week against Baltimore, and they get a 5th early in this football game with about a little under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Just a great route recognition, jumped the route, tremendous play. Boy, I don't know why Huntley threw that one, and I'm sure he regrets the fact that he did. But they had the receiver bracketed.
We'll take a timeout. 5:57 left in the first quarter. The Bengals have a 3-0 lead, and they'll start their second possession from the Baltimore 45-yard line here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
It's a new day. Kettering Health has been selected as the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Through family wellness programs, sports medicine, and innovative health initiatives like the Bengals' Crucial Catch to intercept cancer, we'll be working together to help you be your best. To learn more about this partnership, visit us at ketteringhealth.org/Bengals. Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
You knew the risks when you decided to drive drunk. There could be a crash. People could get hurt or killed. But that didn't stop you, did it? You knew you could get arrested. You could incur huge legal expenses, and you could possibly even lose your job. You were well aware of the consequences of driving drunk. But one thing's for sure. You were wrong when you said it was no big deal. Drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by NHTSA.
White Claw delivers a wave of pure refreshment in a variety of flavors, from the originals, black cherry and mango, to new flavors like passion fruit and blackberry. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process, White Claw brings a crisp taste with 100 calories, 5% alcohol, and 2 grams of carbs. Check out your favorite retailer in-store or online for White Claw variety packs, single flavor packs, and single-serve cans. Bring the wave with White Claw Hard Seltzer. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer works. Chicago, Illinois.
There are lots of ways to make Skyline part of your game plan. You can pregame with friends in 5 ways at your favorite Skyline, or carry out conies to crush during the game. And Skyline is the only place for post-game Cholitos and chili cheese fries. Football, basketball, baseball, or soccer. High school, college, or pro. Doesn't matter. Game time is always a good time for Skyline. So get your game face on and get your Skyline game plan together. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
3-0 Cincinnati, 6:03 remaining first quarter here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Following the interception and the run back by Akeem Davis-Gaither, the officials have ruled that he was down after the INT and touched by Mark Andrews, so they brought the ball back to the Cincinnati 40. 1st and 10 for the Bengals, an empty backfield for Joe Burrow. 3 receivers out to the wide side right, 2 out to the left. The Ravens showing blitz. Here they come. Burrow throws over the middle, caught by a leaping Hayden Hurst. And it'll take several Ravens to slow him down. And the play is finally blown dead after a 12-yard gain.
Okay. They say, all right, you want to get the ball to Mark Andrews? We got our tight end as well, Hayden Hurst. And Joe Burrow's got a great relationship with him. But Dan, on that interception, multiple ways to take Mark Andrews out of it. And one of them is to bracket him with linebackers. And they did that time. They bracketed him with Logan Wilson and Akeem Davis-Gaither instead of having Trey Flowers one-on-one.
1st and 10 at the 48 of Baltimore. The Bengals leading 3-zip here in the first quarter. Here's a toss sweep to the left. Mixon hesitates, tries to accelerate, but will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He's tackled for a slight loss by Patrick Queen.
The Bengals tried to get to the perimeter by blocking down on the edge of the formation and pulling linemen around the horn. And Baltimore did a good job of defeating the blocks out there. Wilcox could not quite pin. It's a pin and pull kind of thing. The pin didn't occur. They fought over the face of the tight end to get to the outside and turn that thing back in for no gain.
Mixon was angry after the play. It looked like somebody might have been twisting his ankle at the bottom of the pile. 2nd down and 11, shotgun snap. Quick throw, caught by Chase, waits for a block to develop, and Jamar gets tackled at the 45 of Baltimore. A 3-yard gain. Hard-hitting Roquan Smith making the stop.
Yeah, boy, he came out of there inside out like a heat-seeking missile pursuing that. Man, Roquan Smith was trying to get after it. And Jamar Chase is so strong. Even though Roquan Smith, a big, strong linebacker, about 250 pounds, puts a hit on him, he spins inside of him and still picks up 2 or 3 yards. Jamar Chase is a beast after the catch.
3rd down and 8. The Bengals are not in field goal range yet. They would need about 5 more yards to have a shot. Burrow in the gun. Pirine to his left. Joe extends the hands, catches the chest-high snap. It's a deep drop. He's going to throw downfield, and it's caught by Chase for a first down. He'll be spotted at the 33, running up the seam to make the catch. Marlon Humphrey, the Pro Bowler, made the tackle, and the Bengals have their second 3rd down and 7 conversion in the first quarter.
Calais Campbell complaining to the officials a little bit about thinking he was being held. The Bengals handled that 4-man rush very well. Gave Joe Burrow all kinds of time. And Jamar Chase, his hands are so strong. Once he puts the vice grip on that football, you can't separate him from it.
3 catches, 20 yards for Jamar Chase. Samaje Perine in at running back. Burrow touching both sides of his helmet as he waits for the snap. 1st and 10 at the 33. Ball on the left hash. Burrow drops back to pass. Blitz coming.
Whoa.
Burrow in trouble. Grabbed by the shoulder pads and sacked at the 43. The fans thinking it might have been a horse collar tackle, but no penalty flag down.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been. I mean, they were grabbing him by the back of that shoulder pad because Joe ducked up inside, avoided the initial pressure, but then it does certainly look like a horse collar from Justin Houston as he reached out and grabbed Joe Burrow. When Joe was in front of him, Houston grabbed him to corral him literally by the horse collar. Missed it.
A 9-yard loss on the sack. It is 2nd and 19. Burrow with a quick throw, caught over the middle by a crossing T. Higgins. And 3 Ravens led by Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen pop Higgins down at the 33. The Bengals get 9 back, and it's 3rd down and 10.
I'll tell you, there's a pair of linebackers for both of these football teams playing tonight that play at a high level. Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, and of course for the Bengals, Logan Wilson and Jermaine Pratt. 2 good pairs, as good as there is in the league.
2 minutes left here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 10. Bengals at the Baltimore 33. 3 receivers left. Chase alone out to the right. 2 deep safeties back there for Baltimore. Shotgun snap. Burrow jumped to catch it. Throws for Chase.
Nice.
Catches. Turns it upfield and gets the first down. Marcus Peters couldn't stop him short. And the Bengals will have a first down at the 20 as they convert on 3rd and 10.
And he's flexing in front of Marcus Peters and just flexing all. The officials are separating the 2 of them. Marcus Peters doesn't like it at all. Jamar Chase got in his face like, yeah, come get some of this. I am strong, and I'm going to show you how strong. Puts the flex on him. The Bengals did a good job of picking up the blitz. Joe Burrow got the ball out of his hand right now. I mean, he had that ball in his hands for less than 2 seconds when he got that bad boy out there to Chase, and then Chase said, I'll take care of business.
The Bengals have reached the Gold Star red zone. They have it 1st and 10 at the 20 of Baltimore. Mixon back in at running back. Burrow gives it to him. Joe looking for a crease right side, and he'll be pulled down by Marcus Peters after a 1-yard gain, and now we've got pushing and shoving after the play, and a penalty flag thrown high into the air.
I hope it's on Peters. I hope it's not a retaliatory thing. That's what I said. You have to keep your poise because guys will bait you now, and if you retaliate, a lot of times they don't see the initiator, they see the retaliator. Let's see if hopefully this doesn't go against the Bengals. Worst case scenario, it's an offset. Hopefully it's against Peters. And they're sorting it out. The zebra convention is ongoing.
Right now, Jamar
After
Chase.
the play on sportsmanlike conduct, taunting, Baltimore, number 24.
Right.
Penalty will be enforced after distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
So
this
now
is number 24's first penalty towards this qualification.
Jamar Chase got in Marcus Peters' head, Dan, with the flexing and all that, got in his head.
And then at the end of the play, just before they announced the penalty, Jamar Chase was face mask to face mask with Patrick Queen, his former LSU teammate.
And here we go in the low red zone. 1st and goal. Finish.
1st and goal from the 9 after the penalty on Marcus Peters for taunting. Samaje Perine in at running back. Mixon comes out after that play. Burrow with a short drop, looking to throw. Short pass caught by Perine, angling toward the pylon, shoved out of bounds by Queen at the 1-yard line. There's a penalty flag in the offensive backfield.
That's not good.
Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Blocking on the edge, Jonah Williams. He's got his hands full. It's already been a challenging evening for Jonah. And what Jonah has to do, he tried to jump the defender. When he jumped him, he missed, meaning attacked him at the line of scrimmage. Jason Pierre-Paul, when he got by him, he grabbed him to try to control him, curtail his pursuit up the football field that Joe Burrow and the official caught him.
Normally not a problem for Jonah Williams. He only had one holding penalty the entire regular year. First and goal from the 19. Burrow fakes an inside handoff. Quick throw.
Nice.
Caught. Chase racing forward. And Jamar makes it to the 7-yard line.
That's the second time they've done that inside handoff fake RPO, fake the run, and then pull it and throw it to Jamar Chase, where he's running inside hooks and curls. So it's a little different dynamic to the RPO. They put a little bit of a spin and twist on it, and it's worked well twice for them.
The first quarter comes to an end. The Bengals had the ball for 12 and a half minutes in the first quarter. And when the second quarter gets underway, it'll be second and goal from the 7. The Bengals leading the Ravens 3-0. You're listening to the Wild Card Playoffs from Paycor Stadium here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
At Beachmont Toyota, we're here to meet your needs. Whether you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we've got a great selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and hybrids arriving daily. With any new vehicle, you'll receive our 2-year Toyota Care maintenance plan and Life Care Plus warranty. And pre-owned models come with a great selection of extended warranties as well. Plus, a service department that keeps your car running smoothly. Visit us at Beachmont Toyota or BeachmontToyota.com today.
There's one thing I love more than sports, and that's the place where I watch my sports. Wings and Rings, of course. Club-level experience, a chef-inspired menu, and the most crave-worthy wings. 12 Cincinnati locations. Wings and Rings, an official sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Houday Nation, Power Up Premium Trail Mix is bringing the greatest trail mix to the jungle. What makes a trail mix go from bland to great? Premium hand-selected ingredients. At Power Up, only the freshest ingredients are used, like mango, papaya, and whole walnuts. Power Up Premium Trail Mix is everything you should expect from your trail mix. Buy Power Up today and fuel your next tailgate this season. The official trail mix of the Cincinnati Bengals. Available at your neighborhood Kroger store.
Hey Bengals fans, don't miss a single play during local games. All you need is an antenna hooked up to your TV and you can watch live action football for free. That's right, no subscription needed, no fees, and no credit card information required. It's just your TV and an antenna. Then you get live sports, news, and other popular shows all for free. Just visit thefreetvproject.org to get started. Antennas up, game on. Get ready for kickoff with thefreetvproject.org. Furnished by EW Scripps.
Behind every successful business is a strong leader. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR software helps build winning teams and great places to work. We're pumped to watch Bengals history unfold at Paycor Stadium. Find out how Paycor can help your business at Paycor.com.
Cincinnati 3, Baltimore nothing at the end of a quarter here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. In the first, the Bengals ran 22 plays, the Ravens 5. Total yards 107 to 25. The Bengals had the ball for 12 minutes and 41 seconds. Baltimore had it for 2 minutes and 19 seconds. And the Bengals will begin the second quarter looking at second down and goal from the 7-yard line.
The Bengals were 4 for 5 on third down. Baltimore didn't get to third down.
Chase, Higgins, and Boyd out to the right. Hayden Hurst out to the left. Burrow in the gun, Mixon back on the field. Burrow extends the hands. He has the ball. Drops back from the 14. Throws. Caught by Chase. Yeah. Touchdown! Yeah. Bengals! Nice. He caught it at the 1, spun around, and charged into the end zone for the Bengals. First touchdown of the night.
And I'll tell you, the Bengals are saying, Jamar Chase, instead of working on the edges, we're going to put you between the hash marks and the numbers. You're going to do damage in the middle of the football field. You're too big and strong for the Baltimore Ravens. And they ran a bunch formation to the right side, and Jamar Chase was the outside receiver of that bunch formation. Just worked to the middle of the football field. Joe Burrow threw it where he could turn and run after catch. Great play.
Joe Burrow, a perfect 7 for 7 on the drive. McPherson in to attempt the extra point. The snap, the placement, the kick is up. It is veering right, and it is no good. He missed it wide right. The Bengals score a touchdown inside the Gold Star red zone on a 7-yard pass from Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. We'll take a timeout. We are 4 seconds into the second quarter. Cincinnati 9, Baltimore nothing on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hey Bengals fans, have you tried the new infinitely recyclable Bal aluminum cup? Perfect for tailgating outside the jungle or for your next watch party from home. It replaces single-use plastic cups with a sleek, sustainable alternative that offers a cool touch experience. And they're made right here in the USA. Simply pour, sip, enjoy, and then recycle. Pick up a pack of Bal aluminum cups at your local Kroger store. Bal aluminum cup is a proud partner of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, Bengals fans, it's Anthony Munoz for 2-Day Who Day from Mike's Car Wash. Every Tuesday and Wednesday throughout the season, save $4 off Mike's Best Wash, the Ultimate Plus. For every Ultimate sold on Wednesday, Mike donates $1 to the Anthony Munoz Foundation to support local youth. It's 2-Day Who Day at Mike's Car Wash with the $16 Ultimate Wash. Who they think going to beat that offer? All Mike's Car Wash locations are open daily, 7 to 9.
There's one thing I love more than sports, and that's the place where I watch my sports. Wings and Rings, of course. Club-level experience, a chef-inspired menu, and the most crave-worthy wings. 12 Cincinnati locations. Wings and Rings, an official sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Home is where you plant your roots. The space you feel safest and the heart of your lifestyle. No matter where you go or what you do, it's where your day begins and ends. It's where identities take shape and relationships grow stronger. Your home is more than just a place you live. It's where moments become memories. At Ruoff Mortgage, we know the way home. We'll walk there with you. And with every closing, we're opening doors.
This is not an offer for extension of credit. Recommended to lend. All loans must satisfy company underwriting guidelines. For complete licensing information, visit www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 1418868.
Frank's Red Hot is the perfect blend of flavor and heat, so you can put that on everything.
Like buffalo wings.
Everything.
Buffalo nachos.
Everything.
Buffalo mac and cheese?
Yes, and also things that don't start with buffalo. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
9-0 Cincinnati, early second quarter. Paycor proud to be the official HR provider of the Cincinnati Bengals as the Bengals look for a home playoff win for the second straight year here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. We're early in the second quarter. As of this moment, Jamar Chase has more catches than the Baltimore Ravens have plays.
Crazy.
He has 6 catches. The Ravens have only run 5 offensive plays. Here comes the kickoff from McPherson. Looks returnable for no, he's not going to run it back. And in fact, it carries deep into the end zone. Carried further than I expected. And the Ravens will start from the 25-yard line.
We talked about getting off to a fast start. The Baltimore Ravens had given up 36 first quarter points in 16 games. 36 in 16 games, a little over 2 points a game. The Bengals scored 10 points on them in the first quarter last week. Here in the playoffs, they scored 3 more. 4 seconds into the second quarter, they scored 6. So 1 quarter and 4 seconds, they scored 9 more. The last 2 weeks have had fast starts for the Bengals offense.
3 tight ends on the field for Baltimore on 1st and 10 from the 25. They fake a run to the left. Huntley throws it short, and it's incomplete. Thrown down around the knees of fullback / tight end Patrick Ricard, and it's 2nd down and 10.
On the touchdown pass from Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase, Calais Campbell was right in Joe's face at 6'8", 310 pounds. He hit him right after he released the football. Joe Cool just stayed cool, calm, and collected in the pocket and delivered a strike to Jamar Chase that resulted in the touchdown. Showed toughness in the pocket.
There is absolutely no way the Ravens can hear each other right now.
No.
Their ears are bleeding. On 2nd and 10, short drop and a quick throw. The slant is caught, and Sammy Watkins will pick up first down yardage as he makes it to the 37. Eli Apple with the tackle after a 12-yard gain.
Nice route by Sammy Watkins. Got an inside release on Eli Apple. Eli Apple was giving ground, an easy pitch and catch. Quarterback, receiver, move the chains.
The clock is running. We're in the first minute of the second quarter. 14 minutes and 22 seconds left. Cincinnati leading Baltimore 9-0. Now a pistol formation with a sidecar in the fullback. Gus Edwards is the running back. They give it to Edwards. Gus the bus racing up the field. Logan Wilson will tackle him by the ankle after a gain of 6.
Well, you get a bunch of running backs that have rushed for over 400 yards. 3 running backs and a quarterback. There's no other team in the NFL that can make that claim. Drake is down tonight, one of the running backs that have done it. But they've got a stable of backs they can go to.
And J.K. Dobbins checks back in. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Ricard goes in motion to the left. They run behind him. Dobbins is not going to get the first down. He's 1 yard short. Baltimore tackled at the 46. It's 3rd down and 1. Josh Tupou tackling J.K. Dobbins.
They pulled the right guard, Kevin Zeitler. They ran a little power play. They pulled Linderbaum. They try to outnumber you at the point of attack with pulling linemen. They run the counter and power as well as anybody.
Gus Edwards back in at running back. He's nearly 240 pounds. 3rd and 1. They give it to Edwards. Tries to bounce it wide. He'll pick up the first down. Jermaine Pratt and Eli Apple were there. The tackle made right at the 50.
Ricard was the lead blocker at 305 pounds. And then you got Edwards running the football. The beast that he is, they bring Ricard in motion, and he gets a kick-out block, and he gets enough of Logan Wilson to allow Edwards to bounce it outside and pick up a first down. That's a lot of beef as the lead blocker and the runner.
2 first downs so far in the drive for the Ravens. They have it at midfield, trailing 9-0. Looked like the ball was snapped before the quarterback was ready. Hands it off to Dobbins. It still works out well for Baltimore. Dobbins will run for a first down. Between the numerals and the sideline, he gets tackled at the Cincinnati 36. A 14-yard run. Pratt on the stop.
Interesting, this Baltimore Raven offensive football team. They're still running muscle formations. Everything is tight to the formation. They got a bunch of tight ends. They got a big fullback who can play tight end. They have 1 receiver detached, 10 people tight to the formation.
5 carries, 34 yards already for Dobbins. They fake a pass to the left. They hand it off to Dobbins, and this time Jay Tufele and others will bring down J.K. Dobbins. Sam Hubbard was there as well. A 1-yard pickup on the play.
Yeah, that's the second time they've run that. They faked the little pass out to the left side to the 1 receiver that's detached from the big formation of 10 others, and reverse pivot and try a little bit of a north and south handoff. The Bengals are up to the task. 2nd and 9.
Jay Tufele out, an extra defensive back in. The Ravens have it at the 36 of Cincinnati. The Bengals up 9-0. Second quarter. Gus Edwards goes in motion. Huntley throws. It is caught. Close to the first down marker. The catch made by DeMarcus Robinson. Cam Taylor-Britt with the hit. Looks like he's about a yard, maybe 2 short.
Huntley looks like he's thrown the ball pretty well. I mean, that had some RPMs on it, some zip on that football. Pretty good hit by Cam Taylor-Britt to minimize that and not allow the chains to be moved. Let's see if the Bengals can rise to the occasion on 3rd and 1.
It is 3rd and 1 at the Cincinnati 28. The ball on the right hash mark. Empty backfield for Baltimore. Now Mark Andrews motions into the backfield. They hand it to him from time to time. They do it here.
No.
Cam Taylor-Britt makes the stop. It doesn't work. Sam Hubbard there as well as they bring down tight end Mark Andrews on a handoff.
Tried a little bit of razzle-dazzle, from the Baltimore playbook, a little gadgetry, a little gimmick, a little gadget, and the Bengals said no. And Cam Taylor-Britt, Sam Hubbard, Tufele, everybody was all over it after Cam Taylor-Britt initially stopped the momentum of the big tight end.
The Ravens leave their offense on the field in 4th down and 1. It's about 1.5. The pistol formation with Edwards lined up behind Huntley. The timeout is called. And it was called by Baltimore.
Yes.
9:53 left in the second quarter. Will John Harbaugh stick with the initial thought and go for it on 4th and a yard and a half? Or will he call upon the most reliable field goal kicker in NFL history, trailing 9-0?
And one thing that you have to do, hold your water. Do not jump offside. If they're going to try to do the hard count and draw you offside and get the cheap, easy first down, make sure you get that taken care of. Their Ravens are coming back out there, going to go to the line of scrimmage and get after it.
They bring a 6th offensive lineman into the game, Patrick McCary. 4th down and a long yard with 9:53 left in the half, and the Bengals up 9-0. Gus Edwards is the running back at 6'1", 238. He lines up behind his quarterback, Huntley. Huntley fakes, runs to the right, slices back toward the middle, gets gang tackled near the line to gain. I think he has it.
Yeah.
It's very close, but I think he has it.
And that's a good design right there, because that's part of the quarterback run package. It's basically a quarterback ISO, with Edwards becoming the lead blocker. He ends up going to block, and he got popped pretty good. And that quarterback runs behind him just like a tailback would with a fullback on an ISO play.
So the gamble on 4th and 1 pays off. The drive is still alive for Baltimore at the 26. Here's a stretch run to the left for Dobbins. Excellent defense by Cincinnati as Eli Apple went low and took out the legs of J.K. Dobbins after a gain of 1.
You know, the Bengals going into that snap on 4th down, Dan, were 4th best in the NFL. Teams had only made 9 conversions on 23 4th down opportunities. Now they're 10 for 24. That has been a strong suit for the Bengals, and the Ravens barely made it.
11 runs, 5 passes so far for Baltimore. 2nd down and 9 at the Cincinnati 25. Huntley under center, fakes a handoff, in trouble, gets away from Pat, lobs it downfield, caught by Edwards, and Eli Apple will make the tackle at the 11-yard line.
Good job by Huntley negotiating the pocket as such. It was a moving pocket. He a little bootleg out to the right. He has to turn it back up inside as he's moving to his left, squares his shoulder pads up, and he finds Edwards matched up on Apple, and he finds him for a big move to chains.
First catch for Mark Andrews, 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line of Cincinnati. The crowd trying to make a difference as Baltimore threatens for the first time with the Bengals leading 9-0. Huntley catches a shotgun snap, fakes a handoff, sprinting toward the near sideline. Huntley will be pulled out of bounds rudely by B.J. Hill right at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, B.J. Hill can run. I'm telling you, that big defensive lineman was pursuing inside out, and he lined up at defensive end on actually tackled Sam Hubbard, took an inside rush, and B.J. Hill was going to be looping around him, and he continued to loop when he saw the quarterback Huntley running the sideline and showed some really good closing speed.
He got spun forward, wound up gaining 2, so it's 2nd down and 8 at the Bengals 9. Huntley in the shotgun, Dobbins to his left, Sammy Watkins going in motion. Huntley catches a high snap, hands it to Dobbins, and Dobbins will be pulled down. Cam Taylor-Britt, the rookie cornerback out of Nebraska, making the stop in between the 6 and the 7, a gain of about 2.5.
Now, red zone offense has not been a strength of the Ravens, 29th in the NFL, converting a touchdown less than 46% of the time, 45.8. The Bengals are allowing a touchdown only 52% of the time, tied for 9th best in the NFL. Let's see if the Bengals defense can rise up.
The Bengals bring in their tight end coverage specialist, Trey Flowers, lining up opposite of Mark Andrews. 3rd down and 5 from the 6. Huntley is ready, catches a chest-high snap from the pocket, being chased, gets away from Hendrickson. Penalty flag down in the secondary. The Bengals will tackle Huntley well short of the 1st down, but we'll see if the Bengals are guilty of holding in the secondary.
Yeah, looks like it may be illegal contact in that back end, unless somebody tried to run through a defender, but usually the high percentage of the time is it's going against the defense.
Demarcus Robinson already celebrating for Baltimore.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 23. Penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal. Automatic 1st down.
Boy, he grabbed the face mask. So that's a big penalty, but it only goes half the distance to the goal. Would have been a 15-yarder. I guess, out in the field of play. That was a big one.
Real key is the automatic first down when it would have been fourth. So the Ravens' drive is alive. They'll have a first down at the 4-yard line. Closer to the 3. First and goal with the ball in between the 3 and the 4. Edwards is the running back. He'll position himself off the right hip of Huntley. Ball's in the middle of the field. First and goal with the ball between the 3 and the 4. They give it to Gus Edwards, and he's pulled down from behind near the line of scrimmage by rookie defensive lineman Zach Carter.
The penalties haven't been numerous, but they've been untimely. You know, Baltimore had a taunting penalty that didn't help their cause when the Bengals scored a touchdown drive. This penalty, let's see how damaging this one is. Hopefully it's nothing more than a field goal opportunity for the Baltimore Ravens. They haven't had a big issue in numbers, but boy, when they've occurred, have been hurtful.
Zach Carter out, Mike Hilton in. Gus Edwards going in motion out to the right. The quarterback runs to the right and gets hit by Jermaine Pratt and tackled at the 2-yard line. A 1-yard run for Tyler Huntley. It's third down and goal from the 2.
That's a nice effort by Pratt because you've got a mobile quarterback in space. And as we can see, the Baltimore Ravens are utilizing the quarterback run package multiple times already in this football game. They didn't run it once with the quarterback run package last week. They've run quarterback ISO. They've run quarterback sweep. They're going to run quarterback draw. The quarterback run package is going to be big.
5 subs check in defensively for Cincinnati, including DJ Reader. J.K. Dobbins back in at running back. Third and goal from the 2. Huntley to throw. Swings it out to the right. Dobbins extending the ball, and he gets the edge over the goal line for a Baltimore touchdown.
Man, that was a good play by him just to get that ball extended before his knee hit the ground. Looked like he was going to be tackled just a little bit short.
Field is a touchdown.
Does he extend the ball before the knee hits the ground?
Marcus Bailey wrapped him up near the 2, and Dobbins did a nice job of extending the ball with his left arm fully extended, about half of the ball out of his left hand, and the point of the ball did appear to be over the goal line.
And I'll tell you, that's just great leverage right there by Dobbins. I mean, he just beat the angle. It's close. Boy, that's close.
Automatically being reviewed.
Because they called it touchdown, so it's automatically being reviewed. If they had called it short, the Ravens would have had to throw a red flag to challenge it. So they call touchdown and then can take a look at it.
Fans are reacting with their hearts, I think, more than their heads. We've seen multiple replays. It was close, but I think it's a touchdown. I think they got it right.
And, boy, that was just a
touchdown is confirmed.
Yes. That was just a one step slow for Marcus Bailey. You know, I mean, you got a running back out there in space that can really motor. J.K. Dobbins almost made a great play, but Dobbins just out-leveraged it to the goal, to the corner of the end zone.
Justin Tucker in to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of the punter, Jordan Stout. The placement, the right-footed kick. It is hooking, but it is good. And Cincinnati's lead is down to 2 after a 17-play, 75-yard drive that took more than 10 minutes off the clock.
Man.
9-7 Cincinnati. We'll take a break here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
New year, new deals at Jake Sweeney Chevrolet. Find new roads and lease a 2023 Silverado Crew Cab for $4.99 a month. Only at Jake Sweeney Chevrolet, Tri-County.
JakeSweeney.com. Butler Tech offers training for life. Butler Tech prepares you for a rewarding career in 11 months or less. You can find your passion at Butler Tech as a firefighter, paramedic, police officer, industrial technician, heating and air technician, welder, and more. Butler Tech is now offering a new utility pipeline technician program to meet industry demands. Get started today. Visit adult education at butlertech.org. Again, that's butlertech.org. Butler Tech, training for life.
Start something new at Jake Sweeney Jeep. Lease a new Jeep Compass Trailhawk for only $199 a month during the Start Something New sales event. Only at the new Jake Sweeney Jeep, Tri-County.
JakeSweeney.com.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more.
We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
Behind every successful business is a strong leader. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR software helps build winning teams and great places to work. We're pumped to watch Bengals history unfold at Paycor Stadium. Find out how Paycor can help your business at paycor.com.
Fifth Third Bank and the Cincinnati Bengals better together for over a decade. On the field and in the community, we're working hard to make Cincinnati a Fifth Third better. To learn more, visit 53.com/Bengals.
Well, that was certainly the type of drive that the Baltimore Ravens are counting on to stay in this game. 17 plays, 12 were runs, 5 were passes. Took 10 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock. They converted on 3rd and 1. They converted on 4th and 1. They converted on 3rd and 5 thanks to a face mask penalty called on Dax Hill. And the touchdown came on 3rd and goal from the 2. So 3rd and shorts, 3rd and manageables, and Baltimore was able to convert.
And that's it, staying ahead of the chains, not putting themselves in 2nd and 3rd and long situations. The Bengals are 4 for 5 on 3rd down, but they've had to convert from 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10. And the only miss is on 3rd and 10. They have to do a better job of staying ahead of the chains.
Here comes the kick from Justin Tucker. Launches a high spinning end-over-end kick. Travion Williams catches and runs it back from the 3. Angling toward the far side of the 20, 25. Gets tripped up and goes down near the 30-yard line.
Man, he hit it too hard. I mean, he hit it with too much of a body lean. It was there. It was there for a big one.
By the way, after the touchdown drive by Baltimore, the blue medical tent went up on the Cincinnati sideline. Cam Taylor-Britt went in there to be checked out, but then emerged and appeared to be okay.
Yeah, he's been fighting that shoulder problem. That thing's been a nagging injury for him.
First down and 10 Bengals from their own 25. Cincinnati has scored on each of its 2 possessions so far tonight. Burrow in the gun. He catches. Hands it off to Mixon. Joe swerving up the middle of the field. And he's tackled after a 3-yard gain at the 33-yard line by Calais Campbell.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's, first down is a big, big down to stay ahead of the chains. And it's been a mixed bag of success for the Cincinnati Bengals on first down. Not strong enough.
4:26 left in the half. Cincinnati leading Baltimore 9-7. Second down and 7 Bengals from their own 33. They go with an empty backfield. Burrow is ready. 4-down lineman for the Ravens. Burrow catches a shoulder-high snap, fires a pass. Chase gets hit just as the ball was arriving by Marcus Williams. It was a bang-bang play, and there's no penalty flag down.
Boy, that was well-timed. I mean, he got there simultaneously to the arrival of the football. Joe put it in the right spot. That's just sometimes you got to tip your cap. Marcus Williams made himself a good play right there.
Jamar Chase targeted for the 7th time. That's the first time it was not a completed pass. 3rd down and 7 for the Bengals. They already have 3 conversions of this length or longer. Burrow back to throw. Good protection. Throws it over the middle. Crossing route. The catch is made by T. Higgins. The full-grown man hauls it in at the 45 for a 12-yard gain and a first down.
And he's working against Kyle Hamilton. And that's a mismatch. And Kyle Hamilton, man coverage against T. Higgins, that's not something that you look for. And T. Higgins ran a good route, in cut to the middle of the football field, gets separation on Hamilton, easy pitch and catch.
4 conversions already on 3rd and 7 or longer. 1st and 10 from the 45. Burrow wants to throw again. Joe fires over the middle. Incomplete. Just beyond the grasp of a diving Jamar Chase at the 40-yard line of Baltimore.
And he started patting his chest right away, saying, that's on me. He choked it down, stopped his route. Joe continued to lead him to the middle of the football field, and as a result, incompletion.
Burrow has passed for 117 yards thus far. 1 touchdown, a 7-yarder to Chase. No INTs. 2nd down and 10 Bengals from their own 45. 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Burrow catches the shotgun snap. 3-step drop. Inches up in the pocket. Gets hit from behind. falls on the ball. I'm not sure if it would have been ruled a fumble, but in any case, it's going to be a loss back to the 39-yard line.
Oway came off the edge and is going to get credit for that sack. He's the one that grabbed Joe Burrow, tried to tomahawk chop at that football, and did a pretty good job of it. Oway is a force, a factor coming off the edge.
A loss of 6. It's 3rd down and 16. The ball did not come out. Burrow just went straight to the ground with the ball in his right hand. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Shotgun snap to Joe Burrow. It's a 4-man rush. Deep drop. Burrow scrambling to the right. His throw caught by Hurst. Running to the 40, 45. Ball comes out. The Ravens have started celebrating. They think they have it at the Cincinnati 44-yard line.
Boy, Hayden Hurst just decided, I'm going to lower my shoulder and I'm going to try to run through the defender. We have an injured Bengal at the 35-yard line getting all kinds of medical attention already before they've determined who has the football.
The Ravens have the ball.
But he started to just try to, I'm going to show some manhood here and run him over. And second thought on that, you might want to protect the ball a little bit better. And there's an injured Bengal on his backside as well.
We'll take a timeout. Baltimore's going to have the ball at the Cincinnati 44-yard line when we come back. 2:33 left in the half. Cincinnati leading 9-7 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Family owned and operated, R&L Carriers prides itself on quality customer service. With a nationwide network of service centers, our team works for you and your business, guiding freight across the U.S. and Canada. Speak with a representative to learn more about the company's guaranteed expedited and liftgate services. Our experts will take the time to create a custom shipping solution to fit your individual needs. Connect with us at rlc.com. One call, one carrier. R&L Carriers.
Winter brings all kinds of weather, but a new Toyota is ready for anything. Like the aggressively sophisticated Toyota Highlander, one of 15 different all-wheel drive Toyotas. Now through January 31st during Toyota's all-weather drive season, get 3.99 APR financing on a new 22 or 23 Highlander with approved credit through TFS, excludes hybrids, and every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance included. Get complete details at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Medical Mutual knows small businesses are a big deal. That's why they partner with the Council of Smaller Enterprises, better known as COAS, and affiliate chambers to offer a health benefit option for businesses with 1 to 50 employees. The COAS benefit plan allows small businesses to join together and experience the same great benefits that large corporations do. Talk to your broker or visit medmutual.com/COAS to get started. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, it's Allie Martin, and are you looking for a new job? Because Tank is hiring bus operators and is now paying $22.84 per hour. They also offer paid training, excellent benefits, 401k and pension, vacation time, and so much more. Apply online today at tankbus.org/careers.
The injured player on that play for the Bengals was left tackle Jonah Williams. He needed help as he walked toward the sideline, and he has gone into the blue medical tent. Right now, the Bengals offensive linemen are sitting on the bench in the same spots where they would play, and the person who is sitting down where the left tackle position would be was Jackson Carman.
Yeah, how about it? I mean, first it's LC, and then it's Kappa. And now, how bad is the injury to Jonah Williams? 3 straight full games. Certainly don't want to lose 3 starting offensive linemen.
Kyle Hamilton forced that fumble and then recovered the fumble of Hayden Hurst. The Ravens start from the Cincinnati 44. They'll hand it off to Gus Edwards. He has a hole running to the left. Logan Wilson hops on his back and rides him to the ground rodeo style at the 38. That's a 6-yard run.
You know, a little stutter step by Hayden Hurst. He thought, I'll run a little stutter step and try to confuse Hamilton. Hamilton just lowered his shoulder and put his hat and shoulder pads right on the ball.
2nd down and 4 at the 38 of Cincinnati. Clock running with 2:10 left in the second quarter. The Bengals up 9-7 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The play clock winding down, and we hit the 2-minute warning. So the Ravens are looking to squeeze every second off the clock. They're due to get the ball to begin the third quarter as well. Jonah Williams still in the medical tent. We'll take a timeout with 2 minutes left in the half. Cincinnati up by 2, 9-7 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
It's a new day. Kettering Health has been selected as the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Through family wellness programs, sports medicine, and innovative health initiatives like the Bengals' Crucial Catch to intercept cancer, we'll be working together to help you be your best. To learn more about this partnership, visit us at ketteringhealth.org/Bengals. Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, Bengals fans, don't miss a single play during local games. All you need is an antenna hooked up to your TV, and you can watch live action football for free. That's right, no subscription needed, no fees, and no credit card information required. It's just your TV and an antenna. Then you get live sports, news, and other popular shows all for free. Just visit thefreetvproject.org to get started. Antennas up, game on. Get ready for kickoff with thefreetvproject.org. Furnished by EW Scripps.
Are you ready to supercharge your career? ProLink Staffing has the perfect opportunity waiting for you. Whether you're a seasoned professional or making a fresh start, we have exclusive, high-paying jobs in healthcare, manufacturing, engineering, and more. Visit ProLinkStaffing.com to find your next job and apply in 60 seconds or less. You and ProLink Staffing, working better together. ProLink Staffing, proud sponsors of the Cincinnati Bengals. Hooday!
Hey, it's Dave Lapham for First Star Logistics, a Bengals sponsor and one of Cincinnati's fastest growing companies. It's where you can score your next great job as a broker agent. It'll be your job to figure out and arrange the best way to ship freight across the country and around the world. First Star gives you a great base salary, plus uncapped commissions. Go for the career win. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com and tell them Lapham sent you.
First Star Logistics, opportunity knocking.
2 minutes left in the half here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Cincinnati 9, Baltimore 7. You can get the latest Bengals news, feature stories, and access your tickets by downloading the official Bengals app presented by Fifth Third Bank. During the commercial break, Jonah Williams emerged from the blue medical tent and walked to the locker room with the help of one member of the training staff. 2nd down and 4 for Baltimore at the Cincinnati 38. It's a run to the left for Gus Edwards. He has the first down and gets tackled at the Cincinnati 34-yard line by Zach Carter. The clock is winding down with 1:48 left in the half.
What Baltimore wants to do is put points on the board, if not a touchdown, at least a field goal to take a 10-9 lead, because the Bengals, Evan McPherson, missed the extra point after their touchdown, and then they get the ball to start the second half, so they'd like to be able to try to score on 2 straight possessions.
They're already well within the range of the great Justin Tucker. High snap, it goes past the quarterback Huntley. He runs it down back at the 50, throws downfield, caught by Oliver. Jesse Bates trying to tackle him, and finally does at the 14-yard line. What a play by Tyler Huntley.
What a save by Huntley, and man, you talk about a fortuitous bounce. It takes a great bounce to him. He keeps his balance, and as he's rolling away from Sam Hubbard, makes a throw. Oliver, just tackle him first. I mean, you're trying to rip the football out. Oliver picks up an extra 15 yards while you're trying to rip the ball out, as he's got full possession and is steamrolling down the football field.
A 19-yard gain on a play where the snap went 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Crazy.
1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 14. A receiver goes in jet motion. They fake to him. Huntley throws a screen. It is caught by Justice Hill. Runs back toward the middle of the field at the 10 to the 5. And he gets tackled at the 5.
Got an
injured Bengal is down at the 16. That's Eli Apple. He's writhing in pain. We have 26 seconds left in the half.
What a cut by Justice Hill. He made Bengals overrun him. I mean, everybody was trying to run to the ball to make a play on Justin Hill, and 2 of them overran him, and he cut back up inside of them. Just everybody, it was like one grenade gets you all. Have a better distribution, instead of everybody lined up in a straight line almost behind each other and just
timeout. That is Cincinnati's first timeout of the half. It's a full timeout.
We'll take a timeout with 26 seconds left in the half. The Bengals on top, 9-7, here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
There's a new connection with speeds, opportunities, and experiences, all elevated by superior fiber technology, connecting people, places, and things like never before. With a heightened purpose for good that's committed to community and dedicated to a better connection between everyone, for everyone. This is Alta Fiber, elevating connection. Proud to be the official internet and Wi-Fi provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
There's one thing I love more than sports, and that's the place where I watch my sports. Wings and Rings, of course. Club-level experience, a chef-inspired menu, and the most crave-worthy wings. 12 Cincinnati locations. Wings and Rings, an official sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, Bengals fans, don't miss a single play during local games. All you need is an antenna hooked up to your TV, and you can watch live-action football for free. That's right, no subscription needed, no fees, and no credit card information required. It's just your TV and an antenna. Then you get live sports, news, and other popular shows all for free. Just visit thefreetvproject.org to get started. Antennas up, game on. Get ready for kickoff with thefreetvproject.org. Furnished by EW Scripps.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
26 seconds left. 28. They put 2 seconds back on the clock. 28 seconds left in the half. The injured Bengal, Eli Apple, walked off the field under his own power. He's in the blue medical tent. He collided head-to-head with a teammate, Joseph Osai, and immediately grabbed for his neck as he went to the ground in pain.
And usually when you grab like that, you've been there before. I'm not saying that this is definitely it, but you can pinch a nerve, have a stinger, and maybe part of his right shoulder might have gone numb. Who knows?
2nd and 1 from the Cincinnati 5. It's a handoff, and Gus Edwards is tackled low by Zach Carter. He does pick up a first down at the 3-yard line, and the Ravens will call a timeout with 23 seconds left in the half. By the way, Dax Hill has replaced Eli Apple. We'll take a break. Cincinnati 9, Baltimore 7. The Ravens will have it 1st and goal at the 3 when we come back on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Some things just go together, like who and day, commitment and community. The Bengals and Fifth Third Bank. Together, we are showing Cincinnati what it means to be a Fifth Third better. We are proud to partner with the Cincinnati Bengals and celebrate all of the good things that bring fans, football, and our community together on and off the field. Because after all, we're better together. Be part of the Better Together movement. Follow us on social media and check out 53.com/Bengals to learn more. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Behind every successful business is a strong leader. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR software helps build winning teams and great places to work. We're pumped to watch Bengals history unfold at Paycor Stadium. Find out how Paycor can help your business at Paycor.com.
The need for home health is growing. At Gravity Plus, we believe that home testing is the future of personalized health care. We are evolving our brand in order to better communicate the breadth of expertise, expand our products, and put the power of healthcare in our customers' hands. It's your health. Own it. Learn more about how you can take control of your health at gravityplus.com. Let's make healthcare better together.
There's one thing I love more than sports, and that's the place where I watch my sports. Wings and Rings, of course. Club-level experience, a chef-inspired menu, and the most crave-worthy wings. 12 Cincinnati locations. Wings and Rings, an official sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, Bengals fans, don't miss a single play during local games. All you need is an antenna hooked up to your TV, and you can watch live-action football for free. That's right, no subscription needed, no fees, and no credit card information required. It's just your TV and an antenna. Then you get live sports, news, and other popular shows all for free. Just visit thefreetvproject.org to get started. Antennas up, game on. Get ready for kickoff with thefreetvproject.org. Furnished by EW Scripps.
23 seconds left in the half. Cincinnati clinging to a 9-7 lead. The Ravens have it first and goal at the Cincinnati 3-yard line. Baltimore has one timeout left, so the Ravens still have the freedom to call a running play if they choose to. They're huddled up back at the 9. Now they break the huddle. Huntley will be in the shotgun. Justice Hill in at running back. Double tight ends in for the Ravens. Huntley's completed his last 6 passes. He rolls right, throws back to the left. Caught by the tight end Andrews. Tackled for a loss at the 4 by Jesse Bates.
Good reaction by the Bengals defense. Rolling to the right, a throwback screen pass to the tight end to the left. And the Bengals were not fooled whatsoever. Mike Hilton turns it inside to his teammate Jesse Bates.
The Ravens call their final timeout with 15 seconds. Now they put a second back on the clock. 16 seconds left in the half. Baltimore really can't run it now, or it'd be awfully risky if they did. They would run the danger of not even getting a field goal try. They would, if they didn't get to the end zone, they'd have to line up quickly and try to spike it.
Yeah, and that's what they would have to do, because running the field goal unit on the field and trying to kick it without spiking it, not enough time on the clock.
More likely for Huntley to throw it, you would think.
Yep.
Second and goal from the 4. 16 seconds left in the half. Baltimore trying to take the lead for the first time. Cincinnati up 9-7. Huntley in the gun. Hill to his right. Huntley rolling to the right. Cocks the arm. Throws incomplete. Intended for Demarcus Robinson. And it leaves 13 seconds on the clock.
Pretty good job by the Bengals on the back end. Cam Taylor-Britt found himself in pretty good position there. Nowhere to go with the football. Huntley basically was saying, I'm going to throw a prayer. I certainly don't want Cam Taylor-Britt to make a play on this football.
One more try for the Ravens to get into the end zone before calling on Justin Tucker. They'll send 2 receivers out to each side of the formation. Hill in the backfield. He flinched.
He did. He did. Flinched up front.
Was a timeout called first? Yes. The Bengals called a timeout first.
Timeout. Cincinnati. Their second. 30-second timeout.
So he flinched after he heard a whistle, I guess, when they blew it dead. Timeout for the Bengals for Lou Anarumo to talk it over, think about it one more time out on the football field, talking to Jermaine Pratt and telling him what the coaching staff has decided. Jermaine Pratt will take it back to the huddle and convey the information to his teammates.
The first quarter was thoroughly dominated by Cincinnati. The tide has turned here in the second. Jonah Williams is in the locker room with a knee injury. His return is questionable. Eli Apple has emerged from the medical tent, but he is not back in the game. Dax Hill is in there in his place. Third down and goal from the 4. Snoop Huntley is ready. Catches the shotgun snap. Throws incomplete toward the forward right pylon. And here comes Justin Tucker with 10 seconds left in the half.
Boy, missed extra points always come back to haunt you. There's no question about it. And right now the Bengals are going to potentially fall behind. It'd be hard to imagine that Tucker, the greatest to ever live, would miss this field goal. Stranger things, I guess, have happened, but boy, this would be awfully strange.
He has been mortal in the playoffs. He's only made 78% in the playoffs on his field goal tries. This is a short one, though, 22 yards from the right hash. His kick is on the way, and it is good to give the Ravens a 1-point lead with 7 seconds left in the half.
And again, the Ravens get the ball to start the second half. They won the coin toss and deferred, so they will get the ball coming out of their respective locker rooms. And with respect to Jonah Williams, you wonder, remember when he dislocated that kneecap? It was on the left knee, and it was a non-contact scenario, just like this injury, a non-contact scenario. So you wonder if it's subluxed again on him, and if he can put that brace on like he did before and come back and play like he did in that other football game. I'm wondering, maybe hoping against hope. It might not have any, the one injury may have no bearing on the second injury, but it is the same knee. It's the left knee, which is the outside knee. When he has to pass that, he has to jam that left foot into the ground. And when he did, that left knee buckled on him.
Kyle Hamilton forced and recovered a Hayden Hurst fumble that gave the Ravens the ball in Bengals territory. They started from the 44. They drove down to the 4. The drive stalled there, but the field goal has given the Ravens a 1-point lead. Trent Taylor back to return this kick instead of Travion Williams with 7 seconds left in the half. The Bengals anticipate some sort of squib-type kick. That is the case. It bounces into the hands of Taylor at the 9, running up the middle of the field to the 20, and he goes down at the 25-yard line with 3 seconds left in the half.
You think you pretty much take a knee here and head to the locker room and start making your halftime adjustments at this point in time. And Carman is in the game at the left tackle position. Jackson Carman, an opportunity to step up and help his teammates here if Jonah Williams cannot return in the second half.
That was his college position at Clemson. Not what he's played so far in the NFL. Burrow takes the snap, takes a knee, and the final 3 seconds tick off the clock. We invite you to stay tuned for Wayne Box-Miller and the Kroger Halftime Report. Enjoy free pickup on orders of $35 or more at Kroger. Fresh for everyone. At the half, Baltimore 10, Cincinnati 9 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Smart businesses are always looking for ways to improve. Better work days can start with Cintas. Your dedicated Cintas service reps help make sure you have what you need when you need it. We'll stock your essential cleaning products, deliver hygienically clean workwear, inspect your fire extinguishers, and provide first aid and safety supplies. Cintas is with you every step of the way, so you stay a step ahead. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Hey, it's Allie Martin, and are you looking for a new job? Because Tank is hiring bus operators and is now paying $22.84 per hour. They also offer paid training, excellent benefits, 401k and pension, vacation time, and so much more. Apply online today at tankbus.org/careers.
USI Insurance Services, Cincinnati's #1 insurance broker. For over 100 years, your Cincinnati USI team has been protecting local businesses and employees. And today, with more than 200 USI offices across the country, we have the resources and the reach to tackle even the most complex insurance needs. Let us show you how the right plan and the right partner can help protect your company's most valuable assets. USI, proud insurance broker of the Cincinnati Bengals.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
This is the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Halftime Report is brought to you by Alta Fiber, future-proof fiber internet designed to elevate your home, business, and community to a new level. Kettering Health, best care for the best fans. Kettering Health, official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Free TV. Antennas up. Score your favorite games and shows for free. Visit thefreetvproject.org. Now, here's Wayne Box-Miller on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Welcome to the Kroger Halftime Report. The halftime score, the Baltimore Ravens 10, the Cincinnati Bengals 9, as we enjoy a halftime show by Bootsy Collins. Don't forget, at Kroger, you can save and score big on your game day faves. Plus, you can enjoy delivery or free pickup on orders of $35 or more Kroger, fresh for everyone. Let's listen to a couple of highlights from the first half. The Bengals get on the board first thanks to Evan McPherson.
This will be a 39-yard field goal attempt from the left hash for Evan McPherson out of the hold of Drew Chrisman. Cal Adamitis ready to snap it back. McPherson is set. The snap, the placement, the right-footed kick, a high spinning end-over-end kick right down the middle.
And the Bengals put together a 14-play drive, culminating with that field goal. The defense gets the first turnover of the game on a 2nd and 6 play.
Huntley in the gun. Hill to his right. 4-down lineman for Cincinnati. Hill goes in motion out to the right. Huntley throws into traffic. Intercepted. Logan Wilson on his feet. Running it back. Make that Akeem Davis Gaither with the pick. And he gets tackled at the 45-yard line of Baltimore.
The Bengals get the first score. They get the first touchdown. Burrow to chase.
Burrow extends the hands. He has the ball. Drops back from the 14. Throws. Caught by Chase. Touchdown! Bengals! Nice. He caught it at the 1, spun around, and charged into the end zone for the Bengals. First touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens get on the board thanks to a Huntley to Dobbins touchdown.
5 subs check in defensively for Cincinnati, including DJ Reader. J.K. Dobbins back in at running back. 3rd and goal from the 2. Huntley to throw. Swings it out to the right. Dobbins extending the ball, and he gets the edge over the goal line for a Baltimore touchdown.
And the Baltimore Ravens add a field goal, 22-yarder by Justin Tucker. The halftime score to Baltimore Ravens 10, the Cincinnati Bengals 9. Back with more on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
White Claw delivers a wave of pure refreshment in a variety of flavors, from the originals, black cherry and mango, to new flavors like passion fruit and blackberry. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process, White Claw brings a crisp taste with 100 calories, 5% alcohol, and 2 grams of carbs. Check out your favorite retailer in-store or online for White Claw variety packs, single flavor packs, and single-serve cans. Bring the wave with White Claw Hard Seltzer. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer works. Chicago, Illinois.
BSB Group International, Cincinnati's own sports marketing and consulting firm, is proud to partner with Baseball United, the first ever professional baseball league created to serve the Middle East and South Asia. Our team, led by BSB CEO Cash Sheikh and Hall of Famer Barry Larkin, are helping to grow the game of baseball by educating the next generation of fans and by creating new opportunities for players, coaches, and staff across the world. The new league launches in Dubai later this year. Learn how to get involved at baseballunited.com.
When you call, Ray St. Clair Roofing answers, making sure a qualified problem solver is on their way for a thorough inspection. It's the only way to solve your problems and provide a detailed proposal. Your home's roof is our comfort zone. Some companies don't even get on your roof. Trust me, it happens. Too many details are missed to provide a thorough and detailed estimate. Our goal, find solutions to your home's problems the first time, every time.
Ray St. Clair Roofing.
There's a new connection with speeds, opportunities, and experiences, all elevated by superior fiber technology, connecting people, places, and things like never before. With a heightened purpose for good that's committed to community and dedicated to a better connection between everyone, for everyone. This is Alta Fiber, elevating connection. Proud to be the official internet and Wi-Fi provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Welcome back to the Kroger Halftime Report. Don't forget at Kroger you can save and score big on your game day faves. Plus, you can enjoy delivery or free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Take a look at a couple of playoff games earlier today. Buffalo over Miami 34-31. And an upset, the New York Giants 31-24 over Minnesota in Minnesota. Let's go back to Dan Hoard and Dave Lapham after these highlights brought to you by Wings and Rings. Game time just got better. Dan Hoard, Dave Lapham, back to you.
All right, Box, thank you. We start with the injury report. It's brought to you by Kettering Health, the best care for the best fans. Kettering Health, the official health care provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Jonah Williams suffered a knee injury. His return questionable. Eli Apple appeared to hurt his neck or a stinger, something along those lines after colliding helmets with teammate Joseph Osai. At the end of the half, Jackson Carman was in at left tackle. Dax Hill was in at cornerback.
Boy, you look at the offensive line, 15 games, all 5 guys played every snap next to each other. And after that, it just, in the 15th game, you lose your right tackle. In the next full game, you lose your right guard. Now, have you lost your left tackle, Jonah Williams? Remember earlier in the season, he had a subluxation, a dislocation of that left kneecap, and it didn't do any collateral damage. It stuck out of place for a while, then worked its way back into place. Is that the type of thing that happened again, or is it totally unrelated? Will he come out with a brace like he did prior to this earlier in the season? We don't know at this point in time. But boy, if 3/5 of the offensive line is now down at this point in time, going to have to make some sort of adjustment.
Time to look at some first half stats. They are brought to you by Paycor, proud to be the official HR provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow is 14 out of 19 in the first half. He threw for 122 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, an excellent passer rating of 107.8. That's the good news. Here's the bad news. 7 quarterback hits, 3 sacks in the first half for Baltimore.
Yeah, and a lot of Joe's passes were short, intermediate stuff, was basically a substitution for the running game. The Bengals' running game after the first series was pretty much non-existent. They didn't really try to work it that much. In the early stages of the game, they were getting the ball to Joe Mixon, both letting him run it and getting it to him in the perimeter in the passing game, and they went more in that direction, short, intermediate passing game to move the football. But, boy, the risk you take when you throw it that many times is getting your quarterback, you're exposing him to being susceptible to hits, and he took some.
Our halftime score, Baltimore 10, Cincinnati 9. The Ravens will have the ball when we come back here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Depth's Fine Wine and Spirits has your favorite bourbon, beer, or wine to celebrate any occasion. Shop online and pick up in-store, or visit us for expert recommendations at one of our 3 convenient Northern Kentucky locations, including Covington across the Brent Spence Bridge and in Fort Thomas. At Depth's, you can save time by ordering online at depthsfinewine.com. Depth's Fine Wine and Spirits. Discount everyday prices. Cheers.
USI Insurance Services, Cincinnati's #1 insurance broker. For over 100 years, your Cincinnati USI team has been protecting local businesses and employees. And today, with more than 200 USI offices across the country, we have the resources and the reach to tackle even the most complex insurance needs. Let us show you how the right plan and the right partner can help protect your company's most valuable assets. USI, proud insurance broker of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Behind every successful business is a strong leader. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR software helps build winning teams and great places to work. We're pumped to watch Bengals history unfold at Paycor Stadium. Find out how Paycor can help your business at Paycor.com.
The law offices of Blake Maceland will fight for you. Call 444-4444. Want more fight? More attention? More compensation? We've recovered millions in auto and injury cases. We don't know what your case is worth until you call. One more call, 444-444-444. Call Blake Maceland.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the Cincinnati Bengals for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any descriptions or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited. It is halftime here at Paycor Stadium. The Bengals jumped in front 9-0. The Ravens have answered, and Baltimore has a 10-9 halftime lead. We've got a minute left before the start of the third quarter. Eli Apple is back on the sideline with his helmet on, so it looks like he is good to return. There's no sign of Jonah Williams.
Yeah, so it's obviously a little bit more serious than the earlier injury that he sustained. Don't know what exactly that is or may be. And is that Jonah on crutches coming out?
That's Alex Kappa.
Oh, that's Kappa. Yeah, that's Kappa. And he's been here the whole game. This is Alex Kappa in a walking boot and crutches, supporting his teammates. He was out there in the first half and going to be out here in the second half as well. And he's been at every practice doing the same thing. So he's all in. There's no doubt about that. Jackson Carman's going to have to step up. Next man up. Next man step up. See if Jackson Carman can do it.
Not a lot of opportunities so far offensively. Each team only had 3 true possessions in the first half. The Bengals with a field goal on their first, a touchdown on their second, and a fumble on their third. The Ravens with an interception on their first, a touchdown on their second, and a field goal to take the lead on their third.
Amazing. Same pattern. 1 turnover, 1 touchdown, 1 field goal. The difference in the game right now is a missed extra point off of the foot of Evan McPherson, or it'd be totally tied. The thing that this is the Baltimore Ravens, exactly what they wanted to do. Limit the number of possessions, and it makes you feel like you have to score touchdowns on every possession. It puts pressure on you because you don't know how many possessions you're going to get in the second half.
The second half kickoff launched in the air by McPherson. Justice Hill moving forward, grabs it with momentum at the 2, sprinting up the middle of the field to the 20. And Akeem Davis-Gaither takes him down by the feet at the 20-yard line. We've got some extracurricular activity. Clay Johnston involved for Cincinnati, but no penalty flag thrown.
It's going to be chippy, and the thing you have to do is do not be antagonized. Keep your poise. Do not be a retaliator. You'll get caught with your hand in the cookie jar big time, and it could be critical.
Good kick coverage by Akeem Davis-Gaither means the Ravens begin from the 20. The ball's on the left hash. They come out in a pistol. J.K. Dobbins in at running back. 3 tight ends in the game for the Ravens. They'll run it left. Dobbins cuts it back toward the middle, races into the secondary. And Von Bell eventually holds on for dear life and makes the tackle at the 35 after a 15-yard gain.
Everybody has to stay in their gap control. You can't overrun it. And they were aided immeasurably by their Baltimore Ravens pushing them and making them overrun it. But everybody got washed down the line of scrimmage into a pile. Easy read, easy cutback for a running back the caliber of J.K. Dobbins.
15 yards on the run. 1st and 10 Ravens at their 35-yard line. Huntley in the gun. A receiver goes in jet motion. They fake a pass to the left. Huntley fires sidearm over the middle. The catch is made for a short gain. A 3-yard pickup out to the 38. Sam Hubbard tackling J.K. Dobbins.
Huntley, affectionately known as Snoop Dogg by his teammates, is playing pretty smart football. He's executing pretty well.
When he was in 9th grade, he was skinny and he had long hair. And one of his coaches said he looked like the rapper Snoop Dogg.
Right. He plays football better than Snoop Dogg, that's for sure.
2nd down and 7. The Ravens at their own 38. They lead by a point early 3rd quarter here in Cincinnati. Out of a pistol, they hand it off. Gus Edwards tackled by the toughest pound-to-pound player on the field tonight, Mike Hilton. He makes the stop for a 1-yard loss.
He says, I've done this to Derrick Henry, so I can do it to you, Gus the Bust. I've already taken down a runaway locomotive. And Derrick Henry doing the same thing, wrapping him up real low, right below his kneecaps. And I'm going to do the same thing for you. I took down a runaway freight train and now a bus.
Can the Bengals force a punt? We have not had a punt so far tonight. 3rd down and 8, Baltimore. The Ravens at their own 37. Single high safety with Jesse Bates playing center field. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Huntley looking, scrambling, running to the left. He's got running room. Huntley racing to try to get to the first down.
Nice.
Logan Wilson runs him down and makes the tackle 4 yards short.
That's amazing closing speed by Logan Wilson and perfect football geometry. I mean, he takes an angle and he says, I can get you. And he did. He corrals Snoop Dogg and he takes him out of bounds. About 4 yards short of a first down, the first punt of the game, Dan.
Rookie punter Jordan Stout, a 4th-round draft pick out of Penn State, is in. Trent Taylor waiting back at the 12 to return for Cincinnati. The Bengals will have Jackson Carman at left tackle when their offense takes the field. Here comes the punt. Very high, a wobbly kick. Taylor calls for a fair catch and clutches it against his chest at the 17-yard line. A 43-yard punt with no return. And we'll take a timeout. 12-10 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Cincinnati down by a point at home. 10-9 to the Ravens on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Bengals fans, stop by the all-new Jungle Zone, powered by the Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers before each game this season. Live music and family-friendly games makes this the perfect pregame location for fans of all ages. For more information, check out Bengals.com/Jungle Zone. Hooday!
Businesses don't run on automation or algorithms alone. What powers businesses are your people and the people they serve. At Cintas, your dedicated service reps understand what you need to help you keep your employees feeling safe, comfortable, and performing their best. So your business can too. For workwear, essential cleaning products, first aid and safety supplies, and fire protection services, visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Hey, it's Allie Martin, and are you looking for a new job? Because Tank is hiring bus operators and is now paying $22.84 per hour. They also offer paid training, excellent benefits, 401k and pension, vacation time, and so much more. Apply online today at tankbus.org/careers.
Fifth Third Bank. We put 166.7% into helping you do you better. Like exclusive perks with Bengals banking, including a Bengals branded debit card, a 53% discount on select tickets, early access on game day, and a 15% discount at the Bengals Pro Shop and online. To score these exclusive perks, speak to a banker at your local branch or go to 53.com/Bengals to learn more. This is banking a Fifth Third better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
If you have a kid who loves the Cincinnati Bengals, then the Bengals Kids Club is for you. Kids Club is sponsored by Ohio 529's College Advantage. Visit Bengals.com/kids to register.
Are you ready to take control of your career? First Star Logistics offers you the highest commissions in the industry as a logistic account executive. Learn more at firstStarLogistics.com/careers or call 513-675-6120. A great environment at First Star Logistics.
The Bengals have now lost 60% of their offensive line since Christmas Eve. Jonah Williams has officially been declared out for the rest of this game. 12 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Baltimore up 10-9 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Jackson Carman is the left tackle. Max Sharping is the right guard. Hakeem Adeniji is the right tackle. None of those guys started the first 15 games of the year. First and 10 Bengals from their own 17. Burrow hands it to Mixon. Joe running behind the left side of the offensive line and gets propelled forward, getting a push from behind out to the 23 for a solid 6-yard run.
Dan, in the first half on first down, the Bengals had 5 rushes for 10 yards. So that's doing a hell of a lot better right there with that 6-yard carry. They were 4 for 6 passing for 37 yards, sacked once for -9 yards and had a penalty for -10.
Mixon has 26 yards on 6 rushes. Second down and 4. The Bengals at their own 23. Shotgun snap. Burrow fires quickly. Caught for a first down by Chase, although he ran backward after making the catch, and they're not going to give him the first down. He caught it at the line to gain, but on his own ran back a yard, trying to go backward to then go forward, and he's 1 yard short.
Yeah, he tried to bust it. Tried to curl and make a nice, powerful run after catch like he has in the past, but he got tackled. Good play in space by the Baltimore Ravens.
It's less than a yard. Third down and less than a yard. Burrow in the shotgun. Mixon to his left. Hayden Hurst goes in motion from left to right. 2 receivers out to that side. Burrow will look to throw. He rolls right, in trouble, gets away from a sack, tries to run for the first down, and gets it. Tyus Bowser tackles him at the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it was Roquan Smith who he busted away from. I mean, Roquan Smith is a hard guy to make miss. I mean, he's going to the Pro Bowl. He just got a $100 million contract from the Baltimore Ravens. Joe Burrow slammed on the brakes, made him miss, then get up the football field for a first down.
He twisted his shoulders to avoid a high tackle by Roquan Smith and then charged forward for the first down.
Made himself small.
The Bengals have it at their own 30. They line up in a pistol with Mixon behind Burrow. Joe turns left, gives it to Joe Mixon. Nice run behind Jackson Carman and others. Running left, he makes it out to the 38 for an 8-yard gain. Roquan Smith was there.
Yeah, one thing is, that's a good point, Dan. You look at it, one thing that Jackson Carman has is size. 6'5", 325 pounds. Cordell Volson right next to him, 6'6", between 315 and 320. That's a lot of humanity right there coming off the line of scrimmage. Add Karras at center as well.
They spotted at the 37, so a 7-yard run for Joe Mixon, 2nd down and 3. Joe repositions himself to the left of Joe Burrow. High snap caught by Burrow. Gives it to Mixon, and Joe is so strong that he crosses the 40 for a first down and makes it to the 41. Veteran Brent Urban making the tackle.
They're running a little bit of everything. This time was a little gap action. They pull Volson, and Volson gets a nice kickout block, and then Joe Mixon just hugs it up inside of the kickout block of Volson and powers his way, squaring those shoulder pads up for a first down at the 41-yard line.
4 yards for Joe Mixon. He's out. Samaje Perine is in. Higgins out to the right. Chase and Boyd out to the left. Chase out wide, Boyd in the slot. Mitchell Wilcox in at tight end. On 1st and 10 from the 41. Looked like the Ravens were offside. Here's a throw caught by Boyd. Runs up the far sideline and picks up 10 for a Cincinnati first down. Marlon Humphrey with the stop. Never saw a penalty flag, Lap.
No, I'll tell you, I thought he was well offside, but I guess the ball had started movement, and you know, I see him a lot on TV that way, too. I mean, I see defensive ends on the edges really jumping that snap, but once the center starts flinching and moving that hand, they are like triggers.
1st and 10 at the Ravens 49. Perine stays in at running back. Burrow catches a chest-high snap, fires to the right. Boyd with the catch, takes a high hit, goes down. Kyle Hamilton standing over him. Make that Marcus Peters, who was called for taunting earlier. No penalty flag here. It's a gain of 5.
Yeah, Marcus Peters, he had something to say or look to give Tyler Boyd after that thump that Tyler Boyd took, but he got up no worse for the wear. This is what Baltimore wants to do, though. Make you go, pin you back inside the 20, make you go on a long, sustained drive. Don't give up explosives.
2nd down and 5 at the 44 of the Ravens. Burrow in the gun, Perine to his right. Joe hands it off to Samaje, and he is tackled after a 1-yard gain at the 43. Yanked down by Broderick Washington, setting up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Broderick Washington gave him a sumo wrestling move there. I mean, he separated... that's just a very athletic play inside from a big man. There's no question about it. And they do have some athletic people inside at the defensive tackle spots. When you look at them, you think, how do guys that size move like that?
Perine out. He looked to be a little shaken up. The medical staff taking a look at him. Joe Mixon is in. On 3rd down and 4, the Bengals go empty. Trenton Irwin in at wide receiver. 3 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Burrow catches a high snap. The play is blown dead.
Yeah, and that's going to be on the Bengals. It looks like a false start. Was it a double clutch?
False start. Offense. Number 1. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
False start on the perimeter by Jamar Chase. And that one is that's a tough one. All you have to do, if you don't remember the snap count, look in and don't move till the ball moves.
Those are big yards. The Bengals are on the verge of field goal range, but they would need to gain about 8. And they went backward 5. Samaje Perine back in. Joe Mixon out. Boyd, Chase, and Higgins all go out to the left. Now Higgins motions out to the right. Lines up right on the numerals. Hayden Hurst also out to that side. 3rd down and 9 from the Ravens 48. Burrow has the ball. It's a 4-man rush. He throws toward the left sideline. Chase makes the catch. Gets both feet down in bounds and has a first down. Gorgeous timing on the throw from Burrow to Chase, and the Bengals have it at the 38.
Right hash mark to left sideline. Ball's in the air for a while. Joe had some RPMs on that one. When you motion the receiver and nobody chases him, at that point, Joe Burrow gets intel, it's zone. And they played a soft zone. Chase ran a little comeback route down the left sideline, and Joe Burrow put it right on him.
8 catches for Jamar Chase. This is the 9th straight game he's caught at least 7 passes. 1st and 10 at the 38. The Bengals are in field goal range. They fake a handoff. Burrow wants to throw it downfield. Chase is open. Catches at the 20. Turns, spins, and gets pulled out of bounds near the 19 by Marcus Peters.
Boy, they are giving him room. They do not want Jamar Chase running by them. They are playing deep, soft zone shell coverage, and Joe Burrow is slicing it up right now.
64 yards so far on this drive. The Bengals started inside their own 20. Now they have it inside the Ravens 20. They're in the Gold Star red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Joe Mixon back in at running back. 5:20 left in the third. The Bengals down by a point. They send 2 receivers out to the left, 3 out to the right. Burrow back to throw. Fires a leaping catch. Hayden Hurst toward the goal line. Touchdown! Bengals! Hayden Hurst doing the gritty in the middle of the end zone as the Bengals have taken the lead.
And Dan, to take advantage of a long drive like that, they drove it over 80 yards, and they finalized with a big touchdown pass. And I'll tell you what, Jackson Carman, not bad. That's a passing grade. You're involved in your first official long drive as a Cincinnati Bengal. Enjoy it.
The Bengals are going to go for 2. They've got a 5-point lead. 5:08 left in the third quarter. They're on top 15-10, so they will try for the 2-point conversion.
Further review. Timeout.
They're making sure that he got in. Further review, they're going to double check it. Was the ball over the goal line before any body part hit? Because he had the ball very tight to his chest. It wasn't extended. It's a close one.
For now, we think it's a 19-yard touchdown pass from Joe Burrow to Hayden Hurst. We'll take a timeout. 5:08 left in the third. Cincinnati 15, Baltimore 10, pending the review on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every $1 you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card. All you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Are you ready to up your snack bowl game? Add these party-size packs to your starting snack lineup and feed the whole team. Party-size Kettle Brand potato chips. Party-size Snyder's of Hanover pieces. Party-size Lake July organic tortilla chips. Party-size Snack Factory pretzel crisps. Party-size Cape Cod potato chips. Bolt-size Goldfish crackers. Whether you're watching from home or hanging at the tailgate, these snacks are the real MVPs of game day. Available now at Kroger.
Frank's Red Hot is the perfect blend of flavor and heat, so you can put that on everything.
Like buffalo wings.
Everything.
Buffalo nachos.
Everything.
Buffalo mac and cheese?
Yes, and also things that don't start with buffalo. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
There are lots of ways to make Skyline part of your game plan. You can pregame with friends in 5 ways at your favorite Skyline, or carry out conies to crush during the game. And Skyline is the only place for post-game Cholitos and chili cheese fries. Football, basketball, baseball, or soccer. High school, college, or pro. Doesn't matter. Game time is always a good time for Skyline. So get your game face on and get your Skyline game plan together. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
After the video review, it has been determined, and rightfully so, that Hayden Hurst did not have the ball across the goal line when his knee hit the ground, but he is close. It is inches away, and the Bengals will have it 1st and goal, couple of inches from a go-ahead touchdown, currently trailing 10-9.
Chuck Clark had an amazing tackle on Hayden Hurst. I mean, it was like a sumo wrestling move, the way he collapsed his right knee to the ground, and Hayden Hurst could not extend the football. The ball was still tight to his chest. When the right knee hit down, the ball was short of the goal line.
So the Ravens are going to stack the defense right over the ball to try to take away the quarterback sneak. Joe Burrow with 5 touchdown runs this year, including 1 against Baltimore. He tries the quarterback sneak. He gets pushed from behind. There's a penalty flag down. It is a touchdown for Burrow. We'll see if it stands.
Let's see if the Ravens crowded the line of scrimmage too much and lined up off sides. Because the flag came up after the snap of the ball. If it was a movement on the offense, it would have blown it dead.
Offside.
Yeah.
Defense. Getting up in the neutral zone. Please decline. Result of the play is a touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown for Joe Burrow, and the Bengals have the lead with 5:02 left here in the third quarter.
I like the way Joe is not just like straight ahead, ducking forward. He's finding a soft spot. He's surveying line of scrimmage. Where's the bubble? Where can I go? He's going over right guard, sometimes between center and right guard, sometimes between center and left guard. He's doing a good job.
The ball is placed at the 2-yard line. The Bengals will go for the 2-point conversion with a 5-point lead. Burrow in the shotgun back at the 7-yard line. Pirine to his left. Joe catches. Quick throw. Floating it toward the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah,
but a penalty flag is down on Marcus Peters for interfering with T. Higgins. That'll put the ball at the 1.
And he did before the football got there. Again, T. Higgins is 6'4", 220.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. Ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. We'll redo the 2-point try.
Marcus Peters was called for 3 pass interference penalties during the regular season. We'll see how costly that one is as it moves the ball to the 1.
He's 6 feet, 197 pounds. T. Higgins, 6'4", 220. And he was definitely interfering with T. Higgins' opportunity well before the arrival of the pigskin.
The ball is on the left hash. A lot of room to roll to the right for Burrow if he wanted to try that. Pirine in the backfield. Wilcox goes in motion. Burrow drops back to throw. Now he rolls right. Gestures toward the end zone. Burrow throws.
Boom.
Caught by T. Higgins. He ran away from Marcus Peters, and he makes the catch for the 2-point conversion.
Well, he said, all right, I tried to muscle you and out-rebound you in a one-on-one situation, box you out. This time, along the back line of the end zone, I'm going to just separate and run away and get myself open. And Joe Burrow rolls out to his right. He's moving in the same direction as T. Higgins is, running the exact same trajectory, and throws a strike.
The Bengals score inside the Gold Star red zone. A 1-yard run by Burrow, followed by the 2-point conversion pass to T. Higgins. We'll take a break. 5:02 left in the third. The Bengals back in front by 7. 17-10 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Frank's Red Hot is the perfect blend of flavor and heat, so you can put that on everything.
Like buffalo wings.
Everything.
Buffalo nachos.
Everything.
Buffalo mac and cheese?
Yes, and also things that don't start with buffalo. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Depth's Fine Wine and Spirits has your favorite bourbon, beer, or wine to celebrate any occasion. Shop online and pick up in-store, or visit us for expert recommendations at one of our 3 convenient Northern Kentucky locations, including Covington across the Brent Spence Bridge and in Fort Thomas. At Depth's, you can save time by ordering online at depthsfinewine.com. Depth's Fine Wine and Spirits. Discount everyday prices. Cheers.
The law offices of Blake Maceland will fight for you. Call 444-4444. Want more fight, more attention, more compensation? We've recovered millions in auto and injury cases. We don't know what your case is worth until you call. One more call, 444-4444. Call Blake Maceland.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
On their first drive with Jackson Carman in at left tackle, the Bengals go 83 yards in 12 plays, take 7 minutes and 8 seconds off the clock, and score the go-ahead touchdown on a 1-yard sneak by Joe Burrow. Joe was 6 for 6 on the drive for 65 yards, and the Bengals lead at 17-10 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network with 5:02 left in the third quarter.
First downs on that drive, Dan. They rushed for 6, rushed for 7, passed for 10, passed for 5, passed for 19, passed for 18, 1-yard rushing touchdown.
McPherson's kickoff fielded at the 2. It had great hang time. Justice Hill spun around and tackled just shy of the 20-yard line. Another kick coverage tackle by Akeem Davis-Gaither, who's made 2 of those tonight to go with his interception.
So, Dan, 3 rushes, 4 passes on first down. 7 plays, 66 yards. 3 rushes, 14 yards. 4 passes, 52 yards on first down. Courtesy of our outstanding statistician.
We should point out, by the way, that Eli Apple is back in at cornerback here in the second half. 1st and 10 Ravens from their own 19. They line up in a pistol with J.K. Dobbins at running back. Huntley looks to throw.
Oh, finish.
Under pressure. Gets rid of it. Caught by Dobbins behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
Breaking tackles. Streaking down the sideline. It's a huge gain for the Ravens as J.K. Dobbins runs to the 46. Jesse Bates makes the tackle.
I'll tell you what. Great play by quarterback Huntley and by running back. Huntley gets out of pocket, avoids the sack. Great block outside of the perimeter on Von Bell, and then off to the races goes Dobbins.
27 yards on the play. Now it's a handoff to Dobbins. Dobbins will be stacked up and tackled. B.J. Hill was there. No gain on the play.
Boy, a 27-yard flip of field position on it looked like a very innocuous play. B.J. Hill separating from the block on the second snap and just consumes Dobbins.
Dobbins out, Gus Edwards in. The third running back, Justice Hill, being looked at by the medical staff on the sideline for Baltimore after being tackled on the last kick return. The video board flashing the word louder as the letters get bigger and bigger. 2nd down and 10. The Ravens at their own 46. Shotgun snap, play action fake, screen pass. Caught by Edwards, blockers in front. He'll run for the first down as he backs his way to the Cincinnati 41-yard line.
I tell you, the screen game for the Baltimore Ravens today has been phenomenal. It really has bailed them out of some tough situations. There's no question about it. They've screened in different fashions out of different formations, done a really good job in that department.
Huntley really not much of a threat to throw downfield, but he hasn't had to between the running game and the short passing game. The clock is running, 3:05 left in the third. The Bengals up by 7 at home, 17-10. 1st and 10 Ravens at the Cincinnati 41. Huntley catches the shotgun snap, extends the ball into the belly of Edwards, and he's tackled by Cam Sample for no gain.
Got to bull your necks and backs right here because you're already in Justin Tucker field goal range, and you want to make it as tough as possible for him. No more. Give up no more yards. End the journey as quickly as possible. Make it no more than a long Justin Tucker field goal attempt.
2nd down and 10 at the Cincinnati 41. Dobbins back in at running back. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Single high safety as Huntley pump fakes. Now he'll throw it deep to Marcus Robinson. Wide open. He makes the catch and runs it into the end zone.
Wow. Boy, that time, Eli Apple and Jesse Bates, somebody blew the coverage, obviously. I mean, it was a double move down the football field, all by his lonesome. Eli Apple didn't carry him down the football field. Jesse Bates didn't rotate over from the safety position. And Eli Apple trying to recover. You don't know if it's his mistake or not, but boy, he's frantically trying to recover. Jesse Bates was giving no indication of coming over the top from the safety position. So a very, very uncharacteristic mental breakdown in coverage by the Cincinnati Bengals. That hasn't happened very much this year at all.
So much for Huntley not being a threat to throw it downfield. Here comes the extra point from Tucker. He blasts it through and ties the game with 2:13 left in the third quarter. An 81-yard touchdown drive ending on a 41-yard pass from Tyler Huntley to a wide open DeMarcus Robinson. We'll take a timeout. 2:13 left in the third. We'll see if the Bengals can answer. It's tied up at 17 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
The chant ripples through the tailgating crowd. Faces painted orange and black. The air is rich with the smell of grilling and the sound of joyous anticipation. These burgers and dogs are served on delicious ballpark buns and rolls, toasted golden brown over the flames. They complement the flavor perfectly. Each bite, a testament to the grill master's skill. Surely this will win Ballpark Griller of the Game.
Say Hoard. day, every time you pay with Bengals Banking. As the official bank of the Cincinnati Bengals, we've teamed up to give you exclusive Bengals banking perks, including a Bengals branded debit card, a 53% discount on select tickets, early access on game day, and a 15% discount at the Bengals Pro Shop and online. Visit your local branch to score these exclusive perks or check out 53.com/Bengals to learn more. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Hey, it's Dave Lapham for First Star Logistics, a Bengals sponsor and one of Cincinnati's fastest growing companies. It's where you can score your next great job as a broker agent. It'll be your job to figure out and arrange the best way to ship freight across the country and around the world. First Star gives you a great base salary, plus uncapped commissions. Go for the career win. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com and tell them Lapham sent you.
First Star Logistics, opportunity knocking.
We're back at the stadium parking lot. The game hasn't started, but this one is already heating up.
That's right, Dan. This tailgating action is on fire. Grills are loaded with Swift meats.
Fresh, tender Swift beef and Swift pork.
Looks delicious, Dan.
I bet you put away some Swift meats in your playing days, Lap.
Sure did, Dan. It was fantastic.
That's why they say tailgates come together with Swift meats.
Load up at your local grocer today.
Good food, good moments. One great meal. Come together with Swift.
Make sure you join Lap and me Wednesday night for the Bengals Game Plan Show, presented by Bud Light, 6 to 8 on ESPN. 15:30, 17 points on the board for the Baltimore Ravens. That equals the most they have scored in a game since December 4th when Lamar Jackson got injured. They have not topped 17 in a game. They've got 17 with 2:13 left in the third quarter. This game even on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Justin Tucker will kick it off. Blasts a low kick. It's going to travel deep into the end zone for a touchback. And Cincinnati will begin from the 25. Joe Burrow is 20 out of 25. That's 80%. He's thrown for 187 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He also has a touchdown run and a passer rating of 111.2.
Yeah, the last 6 games, Dan, scored 17 points 1 time. 6 out of the last 8 games, they scored 17 points or more twice. It's a rarity.
First and 10 Bengals from their own 25. Mixon is the running back. Burrow is ready. Catches a shoulder-high snap. Looking. Throws it short over the middle. Caught by Mixon. Gives the dead leg to a defender and makes it out to about the 33 for a gain of 8. Patrick Queen making the stop.
The Baltimore Ravens certainly did respond. The Bengals go on their 82-yard drive. What was it, 14 plays, 82 yards? The Ravens come right back and answer immediately. And so, I mean, limiting the possessions. Each team only has 1 possession in the third quarter. There's less than 2 minutes to play.
Second down and 2 Bengals from their own 33. 17 all the score. Here's a run to the right for Mixon, and he gets hammered for no gain. He got toppled by Roquan Smith with a big-time hit. And now it's third down and 2.
Roquan Smith is physical, to say the least. I mean, he got down and got right at the ankle level of Joe Mixon and took his feet right out from under him.
Mixon out, Pirine in. Big third down and 2 play here. The Bengals at their own 33. Chase in the backfield along with Pirine. Burrow has a player on each side. Now Chase motions out to the left. Burrow catches the shotgun snap, throws to the right.
Whoa.
Higgins can't make the catch. Marcus Peters getting away with a lot of contact. No penalty flag down. And we'll see the Bengals punter, Drew Chrisman, for the first time, at least in a punting role tonight.
T. Higgins couldn't get his right hand free. He tried to catch it with his left hand only, and backing away, sticking his hands up, saying, I had nothing to do with that. It was Marcus Peters, and he got away with it. The Bengals go 1, 2, 3 and out after the Ravens respond.
And after an 8-yard gain on the first play of the drive, 1:01 left in the third, Chrisman will punt it to James Prochet. Adamitis ready to snap it back. The rookie looks back between his legs, guns it back to Chrisman, gets off the right-footed punt. Not much hang time. Close to the sideline, though, and Prochet makes a fair catch at the 18. Well executed, a 49-yard punt. We'll take a timeout. 54 seconds left in the third. 17-17 is the score on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
There's a new connection with speeds, opportunities, and experiences, all elevated by superior fiber technology, connecting people, places, and things like never before. With a heightened purpose for good that's committed to community and dedicated to a better connection between everyone, for everyone. This is Alta Fiber, elevating connection. Proud to be the official internet and Wi-Fi provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
BSB Group International, Cincinnati's own sports marketing and consulting firm, is proud to partner with Baseball United, the first ever professional baseball league created to serve the Middle East and South Asia. Our team, led by BSB CEO Cash Sheikh and Hall of Famer Barry Larkin, are helping to grow the game of baseball by educating the next generation of fans and by creating new opportunities for players, coaches, and staff across the world. The new league launches in Dubai later this year. Learn how to get involved at baseballunited.com.
Are you ready to up your snack bowl game? Add these party-size packs to your starting snack lineup and feed the whole team. Party-size Kettle Brand potato chips, party-size Snyder's of Hanover pieces, party-size Lake July organic tortilla chips, party-size Snack Factory pretzel crisps, party-size Cape Cod potato chips, bulk-size Goldfish crackers. Whether you're watching from home or hanging at the tailgate, these snacks are the real MVPs of game day. Available now at Kroger.
Hey, Bengals fans, it's Anthony Munoz for Two-Day Who Day from Mike's Car Wash. Every Tuesday and Wednesday throughout this season, save $4 off Mike's Best Wash, the Ultimate Plus. For every Ultimate sold on Wednesday, Mike donates $1 to the Anthony Munoz Foundation to support local youth. It's Two-Day Who Day at Mike's Car Wash with the $16 Ultimate Wash. Who they think going to beat that offer? All Mike's Car Wash locations are open daily, 7 to 9.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Cincinnati and Baltimore tied at 17. It's the Ravens' ball, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Gus Edwards in at running back. Tyler Huntley catches a shotgun snap, delayed handoff to Edwards, bounces it wide, picks up yardage running toward the Bengals sideline, and he's going to gain a solid 8. Logan Wilson making the tackle.
I'll tell you, the Ravens have to be thrilled that Ronnie Stanley is back, because this guy finishes blocks. He sustains contact. I mean, he's a hell of a football player. There's no question about it. And when he is manning that left tackle position, he's a force.
Officially 9 yards on the previous play on 2nd and 1. They give it to Gus Edwards again. He'll pick up the first down as he makes it to the 29 for a 2-yard gain. Jay Tufele making the tackle for Cincinnati.
Just got to put end of the quarter here, ticking down the final seconds. Fourth quarter, the Bengals need a takeaway. They've had a takeaway in 5 consecutive fourth quarters. Got to have one in this game.
17-17 the score at the end of 3 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Smart businesses are always looking for ways to improve. Better work days can start with Cintas. Your dedicated Cintas service reps help make sure you have what you need when you need it. We'll stock your essential cleaning products, deliver hygienically clean workwear, inspect your fire extinguishers, and provide first aid and safety supplies. Cintas is with you every step of the way, so you stay a step ahead. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Medical Mutual knows small businesses are a big deal. That's why they partner with the Council of Smaller Enterprises, better known as COAS, and affiliate chambers to offer a health benefit option for businesses with 1 to 50 employees. The COAS benefit plan allows small businesses to join together and experience the same great benefits that large corporations do. Talk to your broker or visit medmutual.com/COAS to get started. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Depth's Fine Wine and Spirits has your favorite bourbon, beer, or wine to celebrate any occasion. Shop online and pick up in-store, or visit us for expert recommendations at one of our 3 convenient Northern Kentucky locations, including Covington across the Brent Spence Bridge and in Fort Thomas. At Depth's, you can save time by ordering online at depthsfinewine.com. Depth's Fine Wine and Spirits. Discount everyday prices. Cheers.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Fifth Third Bank and the Cincinnati Bengals better together for over a decade. On the field and in the community, we're working hard to make Cincinnati a Fifth Third better. To learn more, visit 53.com/Bengals.
17-17 is the score. 15 minutes left in regulation. The Ravens have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. And credit the fans for this ear-splitting level of noise as the Ravens try to execute offensively.
Got to shut down the running game. Can't allow the Baltimore Ravens to control the fourth quarter.
I feel like my head was inside of a jet engine on 1st and 10. Broken play. Huntley manages to stay on his feet, then gets run down and tackled by Joseph Osai after a short gain.
Boy, Huntley and Joseph Osai, he gets up hanging that. His left arm is hanging. He's had shoulder problems with that left shoulder. When he dove to make the tackle on Huntley, he landed awkwardly and aggravated that left shoulder injury, and boy, he's struggling on the sideline.
2nd down and 6. Baltimore at its own 33. Out of a pistol. Huntley gives it to Gus Edwards, trying to turn the left corner. He will not get the first down, but he's close. Jermaine Pratt making the tackle at the 38, 1 yard short.
Boy, Ricard got on Cam Taylor-Britt and took him for a ride. Ricard, Pro Bowl at the fullback position, fullback/tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens have 6 Pro Bowlers, 2 on offense, 2 on defense, 2 on special teams. The AFC North as a division, 14 Pro Bowlers, most of any division in football.
3rd down and 1. The Ravens at their own 38. The ball on the left hash. 4-down lineman for Cincinnati. Huntley fakes a handoff. Back to throw. Flings it deep for Andrews. And he comes down with the ball. Out wrestling Jesse Bates for the football at the Cincinnati 37. A great catch by the Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews.
Boy, Mark Andrews, he can beat people on go routes. We have an injured Raven at the 27-yard line getting medical attention, and he's on his backside. It doesn't look promising. What a throw and what a play by Mark Andrews. Jesse Bates is right there, just misses the ball, misses it twice, tries to come down and strip it from Mark Andrews, but boy, that's a Pro Bowler for a reason.
And a gutsy call on 3rd down and 1. Tyler Huntley, not known for his downfield passing ability, delivering a 25-yard throw to Mark Andrews. And the Ravens will have it at the Cincinnati 37.
Trey Henderson was over checking on the fallen Baltimore Raven. Showing real good sportsmanship right there.
Looks like an offensive lineman.
I wonder if it's Ronnie Stanley, who's been going against all day.
Marcus Moses, the right tackle.
The right tackle, okay. Yep, Stanley Morgan.
Moses
Stanley
on his feet.
Yep.
And the veteran, former Washington offensive lineman, now with Baltimore. Not moving yet. He's standing up and now very slowly looking to take steps forward. Now bending at the waist, turning his shoulders toward the Baltimore sideline and beginning a very slow, painful-looking walk.
Really. Every offensive tackle the Baltimore Ravens have stands at least 6'6", from 6'6" to 6'8", and goes from 320 to 380. They have some gargantuan human beings at the edge of their offensive line at the offensive tackle position. I don't think the Baltimore Ravens could expect any more out of Huntley than he's given them tonight. He has played at an exceptionally high level, particularly throwing the football and getting the ball down the field, attacking down the field.
Passer rating of 124 plus.
He has made explosive plays. I mean, the Baltimore Ravens offense, led by Huntley, has made more explosive plays than the Bengals offense has, led by Joe Burrow.
Patrick McCary is the new right tackle. That 25-yard pass to Mark Andrews has put the Ravens within the long field goal range of Justin Tucker. We have 13 minutes and 34 seconds to go. 17-17 is the score here at the sold-out Jungle. The Ravens break the huddle. Ball's on the right hash. J.K. Dobbins in at running back. 3 tight ends in the game. Huntley catches a high snap. Fakes a handoff. Runs to the left.
Wow.
Look out. He's at the 30.
Wow.
25-20. Being chased by Bates. Jesse dives at him and knocks him out of bounds short of the goal line.
Man.
They will mark it out at the 2-yard line.
What a heck of a play. Design play. A great call, first of all, but the misdirection involved. I mean, everybody's blocking like it is going to be a sweep to the right by J.K. Dobbins, and Huntley just pulls the ball out and runs against the grain. Total misdirection. He runs a sweep to the opposite side of the field, and the Bengals, the pursuit was all over Dobbins, and he had a free access all the way to the 2-yard line.
35 yards on the run. First and goal from the 2. Huntley fakes a handoff, throws a low throw, and it is incomplete. Intended for Ricard, the fullback / tight end, and it's second and goal from the 2.
Now you have to make the hustle by Jesse Bates pay off. Jesse Bates prevented a touchdown. He stayed after it and took him out at the 2-yard line. So now what you have to do is hold this to nothing more than a field goal opportunity. Make that hustle play pay off.
The Bengals were able to do this at the end of the half, holding the Ravens to a short field goal when they had it first down at the 4. From the 2, second and goal. It's a handoff. Edwards fighting toward the goal line. Von Bell wrestling with him. He does not get in. He's stopped at the 1 as Von Bell looked like he was hitting a blocking sled. His back straightened up, pushing, fighting, struggling, and he stopped Edwards from getting in.
Yeah, Von Bell made the hit, and he was viced by Pratt on the other side, but Von Bell was the principal hitter.
Third down and goal from the 1. Huntley sticks the ball out. The Bengals have the ball. Baby. They are running it back. Sam Hubbard with blockers behind him. Hubbard to the Ravens 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown! Bengals! Woo. Tyler Huntley tried to extend the ball over the goal line. It got poked away. Sam Hubbard scooped it up and ran the length of the field for a go-ahead Bengals touchdown.
He tried to pull a Trevor Lawrence, and the Bengals said no. They slapped it out of there.
Logan Wilson punched the ball out of the hands of Tyler Huntley.
And right into the hands of Sam Hubbard. And boy, Logan Wilson, others, everybody was swatting it at that football, and Sam Hubbard says, I'll take it to the house. And boy, who threw the block for Sam Hubbard down the football field? His escort service. One final block was necessary, and it was made for him.
He looked like he was playing lacrosse at Moeller again, streaking down the field.
I'll tell you, Sam, a big man with some wheels. He's probably at the oxygen tent right now. That was a 100-yard sprint for the big fella.
98 yards officially for Sam Hubbard.
Man.
Now the extra point from Evan McPherson, trying to give Cincinnati a 7-point lead. Crispin puts it down. The kick, dead center, perfect. And the Bengals have a 24-17 lead.
I was begging for a takeaway. The Bengals had turnovers in 5 consecutive fourth quarters. Make it 6. And not only a turnover, a takeaway touchdown. Unconventional score, courtesy Sam Hubbard.
One of the most remarkable defensive plays in Cincinnati Bengals history. And we have a timeout with 11:39 left in regulation. 24-17 Bengals on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
The law offices of Blake Maceland will fight for you. Call 444-4444. Want more fight, more attention, more compensation? We've recovered millions in auto and injury cases. We don't know what your case is worth until you call.
One more call. 444-444-4444. Call Blake Mason.
There's a new connection with speeds, opportunities, and experiences, all elevated by superior fiber technology, connecting people, places, and things like never before. With a heightened purpose for good that's committed to community and dedicated to a better connection between everyone, for everyone. This is Alta Fiber, elevating connection. Right now, get free TV for 2 years when you sign up for 500 meg fiber internet.
We've been doing our own thing for more than 50 years at Gold Star. All so you can do your own thing. The Coney thing, the veggie thing, the fries thing, the juicy flat top burger thing, the cheesy, crunchy, wrapped up in a tortilla. Can't believe this is a thing. It's not what you'd expect from a neighborhood chili parlor, and we think that's a good thing. At Gold Star, you're invited to come as you are, like what you like, and follow your own recipe.
Behind every successful business is a strong leader. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR software helps build winning teams and great places to work. We're pumped to watch Bengals history unfold at Paycor Stadium. Find out how Paycor can help your business at Paycor.com.
Sam Hubbard currently has an oxygen mask over his face on the bench for good reason. His 98-yard fumble recovery touchdown is the longest in NFL history of a fumble recovery. There have been interceptions longer than that, but never a fumble. That historic run back by Sam Hubbard has given Cincinnati a 7-point lead with 11:39 to go here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
And I'll tell you, Dan, another classic example of never give up on a play. And the Bengals, the takeaways they've had, unbelievable. Never giving up on a play.
Here's the kickoff. Justice Hill will not run it back. Jesse Bates hustled to tackle Tyler Huntley on a 35-yard run at the 2-yard line when it looked like he was going to waltz into the end zone. That forced the Ravens to try to punch it in. They got down to the 1, and then their quarterback, Tyler Huntley, tried to jump up and extend the ball over the goal line, much like Trevor Lawrence did last night for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But Logan Wilson anticipated it, jumped up, punched the ball forward, and Sam Hubbard scooped it up and ran it back.
Michael Thomas is getting medical assistance, and he's unable to get off the field under his own power. And how about the Bengals had not had a defensive touchdown all season. The last game of the year, Osai gets the first defensive touchdown for the Bengals on a forced fumble that he recovered in the end zone. And then Sam Hubbard, in the first round of the playoffs the very next week, gets a ball that's punched out of the possession of the Ravens runner by Logan Wilson, and he catches it midair and takes it to the house, 98 yards.
Morgan Moses back in at right tackle for Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins in at running back. 1st and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap. Huntley fakes a handoff. Rolls right. Sacked by Mike Hilton. At the 18-yard line, a 7-yard sack for the Bengals slot corner.
And when Mike Hilton decides to come, he can motor. He closed on it. The tight end didn't know. Mark Andrews didn't know what to do. Should he stay in and block on Mike Hilton, or should he release? He decided Mike Hilton stopped. He stopped his feet, so he released in his route, and Mike Hilton accelerated and took Huntley to the turf.
Cincinnati's first sack of the game. It comes at a great time. A loss of 8 officially. 2nd down and 18. The Ravens at their own 17. Huntley hands it off. J.K. Dobbins forced to stop in his tracks. Now he runs forward. He gets the lost yardage back, and it's going to be 3rd down and 9, it appears, from the 26. Jermaine Pratt made the stop.
I'm impressed with this guy, J.K. Dobbins. I mean, man, in a 4-game stretch against Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Atlanta, and Pittsburgh again, he averaged over 99 yards per game. He led the NFL in rushing in that time frame. This guy is legit. His yards per carry is outstanding.
62 rushing yards, 32 receiving yards in the game tonight. Big 3rd down and 9 play. The Ravens at their own 26. Two deep safeties for the Bengals. Huntley back to throw. He gets hit as he releases the ball. It flutters forward. It'll be an incomplete pass. Scooped up by the Ravens and run forward to the 37. That looked like he was in the act of throwing. The Bengals are saying it's got to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, he got hit after he threw it. He wasn't hit in his throwing motion. He had released the football, then got hit.
Ruling on the field as the offense recovered the fumble for a first down.
What? That was a forward pass. His arm was going in forward motion. The ball went forward. How can the ball go forward? He's throwing it. If it would go backwards, if we were hitting his arm and making it go back, how does it go forward that far? He's in the
Joseph Osai was the guy that hit quarterback
After
Tyler Huntley.
This was an incomplete pass.
There you go.
The ball was placed at the previous spot.
It can't be a fumble.
And the Ravens will have to punt. It's 4th and 9.
Hey.
So the Bengals defense delivers a sack by Hilton and then a big-time hit by Osai, forcing a 3-and-out.
10-0-8.
To put some time back on the clock. It'll be 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go. As Jordan Stout prepares to punt it away to Trent Taylor, who waits at the 24-yard line for Cincinnati.
Obviously, Sam Hubbard's play ignited the players and the fan base big time.
Nick Moore is the long snapper, fires it back. Here comes the punt, launched high into the air. Taylor settles under it. He'll run it back from the 22 to the 25.
Whoa.
Loses the ball. Fortunately for Cincinnati, it fluttered out of bounds. He was very close to the sideline when he got hit by Justice Hill.
Yep, Justice Hill did a hell of a job on that.
A 52-yard punt, a 3-yard return, and the Bengals have the ball with the lead. 9 minutes and 58 seconds to go, and Cincinnati will start from the 24-yard line.
They have an opportunity to take a 2-score lead again. They had done that. They were up 9-0, a 2-score lead, lost that 2-score lead. Now they have a 1-score lead back. You want to build a cushion. How about this football team, though? When they have to have a timely takeaway, and 6 games in a row, it's been in the fourth quarter. It's ridiculous. I mean, they've won 8 in a row and trying to get 9, and making plays when you have to make them, it's uncanny.
.58 to go. Cincinnati has the ball back with a 24-17 lead here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. They've spotted it at the 25, so that's where this drive will begin.
And if the Bengals can put together a scoring drive and, again, recapture that 2-score lead that they had in the beginning of the football game, 4 seconds, I think it was, into the second quarter, they took a 9-0 lead. Lost that lead. Now they have a chance to get a double-digit scoring lead again.
Joe Burrow covering his ears as he listens to the play being signaled in by head coach Zach Taylor. Joe standing away from his 10 offensive teammates. And then he will join the huddle and share that play call with his mates. Joe has a 109.1 passer rating. He's thrown for 195 yards. He's got 1 touchdown pass and 1 touchdown run. He'll be under center on 1st and 10. Joe Mixon is the running back. Double tight ends in for Cincinnati. Burrow takes the snap, turns left, hands it off. Mixon stacked up and pulled to the ground after a 2-yard gain at the 27. The clock is running with 9:48 to go.
Yeah, the Bengals running attack has had mixed results, to say the least. They got 10 carries, 39 yards. Not quite 4 per lug, and that is right at what the Baltimore Ravens give up. They give up 3.9 yards per carry, third best in the league.
The Bengals go empty with 5 receivers out, 2 to the left. Chase and Higgins, 3 out to the right. Shotgun snap. Burrow looks left, throws, caught by Higgins, tries a jump cut, grabbed by Patrick Queen, maneuvered through a couple of defenders and then dove forward for a decent gain. Makes it to the 32 for a gain of 5 when it looked like there was nothing there.
Marlon Humphrey's hurt. He's had a shoulder problem. He missed some practice this past week with that shoulder issue, and he split Marlon Humphrey and Patrick Queen. And once again, the reason? T. Higgins, 6'4", 220 pounds. That is a big man to try to pull down like that, and he just split them.
Humphrey was on his knees. Now he has hopped up to his feet and begins limping across the field toward the Ravens sideline. Now he's hopping. Listen to this crowd chanting, "Let's go Bengals."
They want to see the Bengals finish this bad boy. They have them. Forrest Gregg used to tell us, when you have a guy down and you have your foot on his throat, you don't pick your foot up to reposition it. You just finish. And that's what this fan base wants to see the Bengals do
big
today.
3rd down and 3 play coming up. The Bengals at their own 32. Pirine is entered running back. Burrow in the gun, the ball on the left hash. Joe is ready. Extends the hands, catches the snap from Karras. Pump fakes, throws over the middle, threw it low, incomplete for Samaje Pirine. The Bengals go 3 and out and will have to punt it away.
That was just a tough scenario. You have a defensive lineman dropping off into a zone blitz coverage, and Joe Burrow had to try to throw it around him and could not complete the pass to Pirine. Got to punt it away.
Drew Chrisman will punt for the 2nd time tonight. James Prochet waiting at the 20. Chrisman waiting at the 17 for the long snap from Adamitis. Catches the snap, gets off the punt, goes down, penalty flag down. They made contact with Chrisman. Prochet running up the far sideline to the 30, and he goes out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Geno Stone was the guy who made contact with Drew Chrisman.
He went to the block.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker. Baltimore number 26. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
And Chrisman just brushes it off. He shows that he's not hurt. He brushed off both legs. Not running into, roughing. We're talking 15 yards. They went for the block and didn't get the block. Instead, they roughed the kicker. And Chrisman could not come down to the spot that he wanted to. Geno Stone undercut him. And that puts the punter in peril. The league doesn't like that. 15 biggies.
And the Bengals have the ball at their own 47. The drive extended with 8:45 to go. Burrow in the shotgun. Mixon moves from his right to his left. Burrow has the ball, turns left, gives it to Mixon. Try to jump cut near the line of scrimmage, and Joe is pulled down at the 46 for a 1-yard loss by safety Kyle Hamilton.
There have not been a lot of penalties. It hasn't been like both teams have been penalized 8 times, but the ones that they've had have been devastating. I mean, multiple 15-yard penalties on the Baltimore Ravens. The Bengals have had their problems with untimely penalties as well.
The Bengals send 3 receivers out to the right. T. Higgins alone out to the left. 2nd down and 11. Burrow catches the shotgun snap. Short drop. Checks it down out to the left flat. Dropped by Joe Mixon. And it will be 3rd down and a little more than 10.
Boy, both of these football teams do not want to take full advantage. The biggest explosive play of the game is a defensive touchdown. Sam Hubbard going 98 yards to the house. I mean, nothing. Both defenses have done a phenomenal job of controlling and containing the opposition offense, not giving up explosives.
3rd down and 10. The Bengals at their own 47. Burrow waiting for the shotgun snap. Joe catches the ball, retreats 7 steps, and gets sacked immediately. Tyus Bowser all over him as soon as Burrow completed his drop back.
Yeah, but Joe had nowhere. He couldn't step up fast enough. I mean, both ends were coming. Actually, an end and a tackle. The 2 players got beaten, one inside, one off the edge. So Joe couldn't step up in the pocket, and he couldn't, serpentine and circle outside of the defensive end. He had nothing to do but take the sack.
Drew Chrisman waits for the snap from Adamitis at the 23. Here comes his punt. Goes down again. No penalty flag this time. Caught at the 9 by Prochet. Runs to the 15 and gets tackled at the 19-yard line. The fans are booing because Drew Chrisman went down again, but this time the officials ruled it was incidental contact. Boy, oh boy, we just saw the replay.
Harrison.
That's a lot of contact from Malik Harrison for there to be no penalty flag.
No doubt. Chrisman ran down the football field right next to Malik Harrison, basically saying, you got away with one there, because that, I thought, had more contact than the other one.
7:18 left, and the Ravens will take over inside their own 20 with the Bengals leading 24-17.
Could not make anything happen after the Ravens make a big mistake with that roughing the punter penalty. Can't sustain any kind of a drive and build a 2-score lead. Ravens can still tie this football game.
The difference at the moment, a 98-yard return of a fumble by Bengals defensive lineman Sam Hubbard. When it looked like the Ravens were about to score to take the lead, Logan Wilson punched the ball away from quarterback Tyler Huntley as he tried to reach it forward over the edge of the goal line. He punched it right to his teammate Sam Hubbard, and Hubbard's 98-yard sprint has given Cincinnati its current 7-point lead. Baltimore starts from the 19-yard line. Huntley turns left, gives it to Dobbins. Behind the line of scrimmage, chopped down by Eli Apple. They're going to spot it at the 19. No gain on the play.
You know, when you look at that big defensive play, football awareness by Logan Wilson, he saw the opportunity and took full advantage of it. And then the reaction, the reflexes of a big defensive lineman like Sam Hubbard to make the play that he made, the football awareness he showed, was incredible.
2nd down and 10. The Ravens at their own 19. We're down to 6:40 to go with the Bengals on top by 7. Huntley drops back to throw. Pump fakes. Throws. He's got a man wide open at the 40. It's Andrews. Lowers the shoulder and gets tackled by Eli Apple near midfield.
Boy, I'll tell you, 2 guys bracketed one again and shouldn't be. I mean, Eli Apple and Jesse Bates both are down the football field covering the deep receiver. And Mark Andrews, how do you leave Mark Andrews all by himself? How do you not realize that somebody has to check 89? He's the Pro Bowler.
29 yards on the play, out to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. 6:05 to go. It's a run to the left for J.K. Dobbins, following Ricard, and he gets belted at the line of scrimmage. Cam Sample and DJ Reader were there.
I'll tell you, that looked like a make that spare. I mean, there was a lot of bodies that went to the ground at the same time over there. There were a handful of bodies. That's pretty good defense right there. Everybody pursuing down the line of scrimmage, maintaining their gap control responsibilities.
J.K. Dobbins out, Gus Edwards in, Zach Carter exits for the Bengals. They'll bring in an extra defensive back. 2nd down and 10, the Ravens at their own 48. The Bengals up by 7, 5:20 to go. Edwards goes in motion. Huntley looking left, throws, batted down at the line of scrimmage. Rejected by DJ Reader, and it's 3rd down and 10.
DJ Reader, he does that all the time. In fact, coming into the football game, DJ Reader has got as many passes defense as a lot of defensive backs around the National Football League. That's his 5th of the season now. 4 in the regular season, 1 in the playoffs. The guy is uncanny with his ability to time it.
And keep in mind, he missed 6 games.
Right.
3rd down and 10. The Ravens at their own 48. They go with an empty backfield. Huntley surveys the defense. 2 deep safeties for the Bengals. Huntley from the pocket. Sacked. Brought down at the 39-yard line by B.J. Hill.
Big time. And I'll tell you, Logan Wilson was involved again. Logan Wilson's having a hell of a second half. He was involved with the twist. He came off the edge. The quarterback had to step up. Huntley couldn't get. He tried to escape Logan Wilson, run away from him. And when he did that, B.J. Hill said, "You are mine."
Stout into punt. Trent Taylor back at the 10 to return. Here comes the right-footed kick. A high, wobbly kick. Taylor inching forward. He catches it at the 14, runs toward the sideline, and gets tackled at the 19-yard line by Geno Stone. A 47-yard punt by the first punter selected in this year's draft, and a 5-yard return by Trent Taylor. The Bengals ball, 4:34 to go.
Logan Wilson came off the edge like an outstanding pass rusher, an edge rusher, like he does it all the time. Man, Lou Anarumo, once again, he's got these positionless players. You know, Sam Hubbard can play linebacker and down lineman. So can Logan Wilson. So can a bunch of others.
Burrow has thrown for exactly 200 yards. He's in the shotgun with Mixon to his left on 1st and 10 from the 19. Burrow extends the ball into the belly of Mixon. Penalty flag down. Joe running to the 25 to 26, but the penalty flag is behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding, offense number 79. Half the distance to the goal.
Jackson Carman called for the holding penalty.
First down.
And it'll move it back to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's a killer. You know, you're trying to get it started. You're trying to get something going. He got beaten inside penetration and ended up tackling the down lineman. That one was pretty flagrant and pretty obvious. So any gain, not only the 10-yard penalty, but take away the gain that Joe Mixon had on that carry, and it's painful.
It also stops the clock with 4:27 to go. First down and 19. The Bengals at their own 10. Burrow will look to pass. Quick throw. Chase can't make a leaping catch at the 20. The throw is high from Burrow. Jamar tried to climb an invisible ladder and couldn't reel it in.
Boy, the offense is slammed on the brakes here. They can't get it going in the second half. The defensive touchdown has been the impetus to give the Bengals the lead, but offensively, the last few possessions haven't been able to get out of their own way because of penalty and lack of execution.
Chase was open. Burrow's throw was high. Second down and 19 with 4:24 left, and the Bengals up by 7. Samaje Perine checks in. Lined up to the left of Burrow. Joe catches the shotgun snap. He's back to throw. Good protection. Fires. Caught at the 16. And running forward out to the 19-yard line. With the catch was Hayden Hurst.
Slow to get up.
He's tackled by Kyle Hamilton at the 19-yard line.
He does get up. Now you got a chance. You got a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. It's you got a chance by making up some of the yardage when Hayden Hurst caught the football and got some yards after catch. He took a pretty good shot at the end of that play.
3rd down and 10. Chase, Boyd, and Higgins all go out to the left. Perine in the backfield to the left of Joe Burrow. Higgins goes in motion out to the right. Burrow tapping both sides of his helmet. Might be changing the protection or the play. The Ravens shifting up front. Burrow catches the shotgun snap. Under pressure. Burrow taking off, trying to run, and Joe will be tackled short of the first down. Picked up 5. Oweh ran him down, and the Bengals go 3 and out.
Disappointing. The defense has given the offense opportunity to expand on the one-score lead, and they could not take advantage of it.
Got a timeout called with 3:25 to go. Baltimore will call it so that the Bengals just can't drain time off the clock before punting.
And let's see if the Baltimore Ravens try to block a punt again. They've done it the last 2 times. They get called for roughing the punter, and the next time avoided a penalty, which looked more flagrant than the one that was called.
Chrisman will be waiting around the 10-yard line. James Prochet, the returner, standing at the 25 of Baltimore. The Bengals up by 7, 3:25 left. Cincinnati with 3 timeouts remaining. Baltimore now with 2. Rookie Cal Adamitis ready to snap it back to Drew Chrisman. Chrisman waiting at the 8. Now there's a penalty flag down.
Offense, number 23. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Another 5 yards. A little flinch out there by Dax Hill as the gunner. A little sloppy here. Uncharacteristic penalties cropping up.
Now Drew Chrisman waits at the 3-yard line. And Prochet inches forward to the 30. The snap is good. No pressure on Chrisman. Gets off the punt. Prochet has room to run it back. Penalty flag down. Prochet to the 40. Far sideline 45. The 50. Runs out of bounds at the 50.
I hope the Bengals didn't run out of bounds to avoid being blocked and run down the Baltimore Ravens sideline for a while before coming back on the field of play. I hope that's not the case. That would be Dax Hill over there as the gunner. He was called for a false start for flinching. I hope he didn't do that down the Ravens
Number 23 of the kicking team went out of bounds on his own.
He did.
Baltimore is elected to add the 5-yard penalty to the dead ball spot. 1st down.
It's a rough sequence for Dax Hill.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Bengals Radio Network.
Kid Chris, your morning mayor. Sonic Temple is massive this year. I got your hookup Tuesday morning, 8:25 here on EBN.
WEBN, Cincinnati.
It is up to the Bengals defense again. The Ravens will start with a short field. They'll begin at the Cincinnati 46. With the Bengals leading 24-17. Trying to hold on for dear life to move on and play the Buffalo Bills next weekend. Tyler Huntley in the gun. J.K. Dobbins lines up to his left. The shotgun snap. Here's a quick throw out to the left. It is caught by Andrews. And he's shoved out of bounds by Eli Apple at the 41. A 5-yard gain.
You know, there are different situational football scenarios that you work on all the time, and one of them is the 4-minute drill. The Bengals had the ball offensively with 4 minutes to go in the game, and you work on an offensive scenario where you will eat up the last 4 minutes. They didn't come close.
10-yard penalty on the first play on Jackson Carman, hurt.
Yep.
2nd down and 4 officially from the Bengals 40. It's a run by the quarterback to the right, and Huntley will not get the first down. Jesse Bates charging forward to make the stop at the 38. It's 3rd down and 2.
They ran a counter to the left. They pulled the right side of the offensive line to the left like they were going to run a counter play left side, and then kind of like a naked, they bring the quarterback a counter action away from that. He sweeps to the right. Bengal defense, they weren't fooled like they were on the big run that Huntley had to the 2-yard line where the Bengals forced the fumble eventually.
Justice Hill checks in. Andy Isabella checks in. 3rd down and 2 at the Cincinnati 38 with 2.5 minutes to go. Isabella goes in jet motion. They throw a short pass to Justice Hill. The ball comes out. The Bengals fall on it. Was it a fumble? No, they're saying that Justice Hill was down after being tackled by Logan Wilson, and he's very close to the first down marker. I think he has it.
He extended the ball, and they're saying the ground can't cause a fumble. He had control of the football. He had full possession of the football, and then went to extend it. And when he extended it, the ball hit the ground, and the ground cannot cause the fumble due to his full possession of the football.
Now, we've seen a replay. His knee was down before he extended the ball.
This is the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute warning, and I suspect that is not going to be a first down.
Take a look, see.
We have a timeout, 2 minutes to go. Cincinnati 24, Baltimore 17. Fasten your seatbelt for the finish on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Are you ready to up your snack bowl game? Add these party-sized packs to your starting snack lineup and feed the whole team. Party-sized Kettle Brand potato chips. Party-sized Snyder's of Hanover pieces. Party-sized Lake July organic tortilla chips. Party-sized Snack Factory pretzel crisps. Party-sized Cape Cod potato chips. Bulk-sized Goldfish crackers. Whether you're watching from home or hanging at the tailgate, these snacks are the real MVPs of game day. Available now at Kroger.
Hey,
It's Dave Lapham for First Star Logistics, a Bengals sponsor and one of Cincinnati's fastest-growing companies. It's where you can score your next great job as a broker agent. It'll be your job to figure out and arrange the best way to ship freight across the country and around the world. First Star gives you a great base salary, plus uncapped commissions. Go for the career win. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com and tell them Lapham sent you.
First Star Logistics, opportunity knocking.
Behind every successful business is a strong leader. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR software helps build winning teams and great places to work. We're pumped to watch Bengals history unfold at Paycor Stadium. Find out how Paycor can help your business at paycor.com.
It's a new day. Kettering Health has been selected as the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Through family wellness programs, sports medicine, and innovative health initiatives like the Bengals' Crucial Catch to intercept cancer, we'll be working together to help you be your best. To learn more about this partnership, visit us at ketteringhealth.org/Bengals. Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
2 minutes left in regulation, and after looking at the replay, it has been determined that Justice Hill did not extend the ball forward for the first down before his knee was down. So it is fourth down and less than a yard for the Ravens. If the Bengals can get a stop here, they would just about have the game in the bag.
After crew discussion, the runner was down by contact short of the first down.
Big lineman checks in. They've got a lot of beef on the football field right now for this fourth down and short.
And 65.
Do the Baltimore Ravens.
And 65.
2 extra offensive linemen are in for the Ravens.
They got 7 big bodies up front. And Ricard, he's another 300-pounder. They've got 8 guys over 300 pounds in this formation.
The running back is 238-pound Gus Edwards on fourth and short. Huntley will keep behind Edwards, and he has the first down. Found a crevice and knife forward to the 33 where Jesse Bates made the tackle. The clock is running with 1:50 to go.
You know, the defensive score, Logan Wilson, incredible play. Sam Hubbard, phenomenal effort and play. But the guy that made a 14-point play is Jesse Bates. He stopped a touchdown from occurring by hustling and making a tackle. And then the Bengals scored because of his effort. They scored the defensive touchdown, a 14-point tackle.
The Ravens using a lot of time. We're down to 1:25 to go. Shotgun snap. Huntley back to throw. Looking, throwing, incomplete. He threw it behind the intended receiver. Logan Wilson trying to make a diving INT. He couldn't do that. That stops the clock with 1:20 to go. 2nd and 10 at the Cincinnati 33.
Boy, Logan Wilson can do so many things well. I mean, his ability to cover and redirect himself in space is outstanding. He can come downhill and blitz. He'll tackle anybody. The kid has got all kinds of talent.
The Ravens have 2 timeouts left. We're down to 80 seconds remaining from the Bengals 33 with Cincinnati up by 7. Huntley with a quick throw. The slant caught. Penalty flag down. The catch made short of the first down by Robinson, who got up and gave the first down signal. It might be a first down, though, on a penalty.
Yeah, it's a penalty against the Bengals. I mean, he threw it between Pratt and Cam Taylor-Britt. Who did they call?
Cam Taylor-Britt.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense number 29. 5-yard penalty at the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That gives the Ravens a first down with 1:17 to go.
Time to rise up, defense. Think takeaway. Think takeaway. Tackle the football. One guy stand him up. Another guy get in there and rip it out like you've done so many times.
The penalty was for fewer yards than the pass, but the Ravens took the penalty because it meant the automatic first down.
Right.
But it leaves them 28 yards away with 1:17 to go. Dobbins lines up next to the quarterback, Huntley. He catches a shoulder-high snap. He's back to throw. Over the middle, Dobbins with the catch. Dobbins being grabbed by Pratt, and he will be tackled at the 17. An 11-yard gain and a first down. The clock is running with 1:02 to go.
Dobbins, 5'10", 212 pounds. That is a lot of muscle packed on a very, very short frame. And this guy has got a low center of gravity, and they have not tackled him one-on-one yet today.
The Ravens not using their timeouts. The clock winding down. We have 40 seconds to go. The Ravens still 17 yards away. They go empty as Huntley waits for the shotgun snap. Dobbins goes in jet motion. They fake to him. Huntley throws for the end zone.
Oh!
Broken up and incomplete.
Oh.
Jermaine Pratt got a hand on it, and it fell into the end zone incomplete.
He read it. He knew where it was going. Tried to make the play. Was just a little bit too tall for him. He got the right hand on it. Man, almost made a patented Jermaine Pratt end of the game takeaway.
Andrews was the intended receiver. It stops the clock with 29 seconds to go.
And they
second down and 10 at the Cincinnati 17. And the Bengals on top by 7. Huntley under center. Ricard and Dobbins behind him. Make that Hill. They give it to Justice Hill. Hill trying to unride to the left. Penalty flag down in the offensive backfield. Eli Apple shoves him out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
Holding. Coming back.
Holding. Offense number 70. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Holding on.
Kevin Zeitler.
Holding action right there. And the thing of what they did with Mark Andrews was bracket him with a linebacker and a defensive back. And they're going to continue to bracket Andrews. He is the guy. He is the guy that they have to take care of for the rest of the football game. Dobbins and Andrews.
22 seconds to go. That backs it up to the 27-yard line. Second down and 20 for the Ravens. The Bengals holding on to a 7-point lead. Huntley gives a signal to his offensive teammates. He catches a high snap, fakes a handoff, going backward all the way to the 40. Now throws downfield, incomplete. Stopping the clock with 15 seconds to go. It is third down and 20 at the Bengals 27. The pass intended for Mark Andrews.
Boy, Tyler Linderbaum got just knocked over on his back by DJ Reader. I mean, DJ Reader came with one of those patented bull rushes he has, and Linderbaum just, the first thing to hit was the back of his head. Power rush by DJ Reader on that one.
Isabella will check in. Third down and 20. Every Bengals playoff win last year ended with an interception on the final defensive play for Cincinnati. The play clock at 2-1. And a timeout was called before the ball was snapped to Huntley. Mike Hilton called that timeout for Cincinnati.
Timeout. Cincinnati, their first 30-second timeout.
15 seconds left. The Ravens have 2 timeouts left. The Bengals have 2 timeouts left. It gives both teams the opportunity to catch their breath before a critical third down and 20 play.
And the Ravens, they didn't want to burn timeouts because they don't want to have the Bengals have any time on the clock to do something if they were to score a touchdown. They're trying to score on the last possible snap of the game that they can, but it's a dicey proposition now when you're looking at third and 20. I mean, that's tough. You're going to have to pick up part of it. You know, fourth down and 20 is a tough thing to ask. Going to have to get something on third down or you're in real trouble.
Pratt is out. Dax Hill is in. The Ravens line up in an empty backfield. 15 seconds to go. Huntley catches the shotgun snap. Straight back to throw. Here comes Hendrickson.
Finish.
Huntley now scrambling. Running sideways. Throws incomplete. Intended for Andrews. 8 seconds to go. And it's fourth down and 20 at the Bengals 27.
And Dax Hill was the man in coverage. Dax Hill, Trey Flowers. You can bracket him with linebackers. You can bracket him with linebacker and safety, and they've done it all. They have covered Mark Andrews as many ways as you possibly can, and it all comes down to this, 4th and 20.
8 seconds to go. Everybody standing and screaming here in Cincinnati, and a timeout is called. Baltimore called it. No point in saving them now with 8 seconds to go, looking at 4th down and 20.
They looked at what the Bengals were doing, and now they want to think it over, and the Bengals, Lou Anarumo will probably adjust, do something a little bit differently. And what will the Baltimore Ravens come up with? You know it's going to be one of those deals where if they don't throw it beyond the sticks for the first down, there's going to be a few laterals, a little pitch. They don't have to cover as much field, but there's going to be a lot of little razzle-dazzle at the end of it if they don't complete the ball down the field very far.
It is impossible to hear yourself think. 8 seconds to go. 4th down and 20 from the Bengals' 27. Huntley catches the shotgun snap. This time the Bengals called a timeout.
Yeah. It's a chess match going back and forth, seeing how they're lining up, what they might think about doing, where they're going to try to run the gadget.
Timeout. Cincinnati, their second. 30-second timeout.
The gadget and gimmick part of it, if in fact there will be. Fourth and 20. That's not. That's a. I don't know what the metrics would say. The analytics would say. The percentage of converting 4th and 20 must be staggering. The Bengals just have to read their keys, play their assignments, execute their techniques, and they'll win this football game.
The Bengals have 6 defensive backs on the field. Hundley in the gun. Justice Hill in the backfield with him. 8 seconds to go. The Bengals up by 7. Shotgun snap. Huntley back to throw. Hendrickson rushing. He floats it toward the end zone. Into a crowd. Batted down. Incomplete. Yeah. The clock hits 0. And the Bengals are heading to Buffalo.
Unbelievable. You know these division battles are going to come down to the last play, and that's exactly what happened. Came down to the final snap. Unbelievable football game. Again, a defensive score wins the game.
James Prochet had a shot at that tip ball in the end zone, but it hit the turf, and that is coffin nails.
Bam, bam, bam. On to Buffalo. And boy, you talk about a game that's going to have a bunch of storylines. Manischewitz. Bengals and Buffalo Bills after what happened here in Cincinnati on Monday night. Goodness gracious, the whole world will be watching that one.
Everybody in attendance tonight will be able to say they were there the night Hubbard went to the house.
Yes.
98 yards for a game-winning touchdown as the Bengals beat the Baltimore Ravens 24-17. And for the first time in franchise history, the Bengals have playoff victories in back-to-back seasons. They will shuffle off to Buffalo and try to beat the Bills next week.
How fitting is it that the Bengals win the game on a defensive touchdown that's record-setting? I mean, the longest fumble recovery in the history of the National Football League wins the playoff game for the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Bengals defense, Dan, all season long has made major, major contributions, none bigger than tonight's.
We're looking at a replay of Joe Burrow's facial expression after that final snap. It can best be described as a huge sigh of relief.
Oh, boy.
His good friend, Sam Hubbard, the hero tonight, as he goes 98 yards to the house to give the Bengals a 24-17 win. The Bengals are moving on. Stay tuned for the postgame show. Coming up here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.